Yeah, I'm getting stuff pulled up on my side real quick, so we'll hop in here in a second. No rush, but yeah, how's everybody been? How's everybody's week been?
Pretty good.
Well,
Not bad.
my AC's been fixed.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, especially
It's
right
a great
now.
thing. But yeah,
80% of humanity
good,
is like
looking.
suffering heat.
Well,
Yeah, it's been so
actually
hot.
This has been considered the hottest July in history, globally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every July will be going forward.
Yep.
It's the fun thing.
As of now, next year it'll break records again. I would
Yeah,
not doubt it.
we just actually dropped down this last week. It was a little more tolerable. Like today was 102 and I was outside and I was like, it's beautiful out. Previous to that, I think starting with Sunday.
It dropped to like 92 today, and I was like, I could go for a walkout.
No, that was it. Like, I went to me and my wife. We're doing stuff today, and I was like, oh, it's really nice today.
Yeah. I was doing stuff. I did like some stuff this morning. I got IHOPS is doing a $5 all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast.
Okay. Do they have a limit?
No.
Okay. All you can eat is all you can eat then.
You start with 5,
for the
and
first
then
time.
they give you 2 per serving.
Jesus Christ, 5? They start you with 5? That's a lot of fucking pancakes.
And a lot of people end with 5.
Yeah, I don't know if I would get through 5. I like pancakes.
That's a lot.
But my God, I barely finished my 5, and I was like, I'm done.
IHOP is just a fucking.
Add anything.
IHOP is an insane place. I went there for the first time in a long time, just a couple weeks ago, and they have pancake tacos now too. And I got them, and they were all right. I'm not gonna lie, but I was still just like, this is an insane thing to exist. The thing that
I make in high school.
No, the crazy thing too is it's like 3 tacos and they're like fair sized, and then you get a whole ass breakfast with it too. It's like 2 fried eggs, hash browns, and like a meat choice, along with 3 of these tacos that were filled with like fucking hash browns and like other shit. And I was just like, my God, this is so much food, and it was like $12.
Yeah,
this is just insane.
That's not bad at all. And this is why I prefer IHOP over Denny's.
Yeah, they're just better overall. Diddy's, I went to Diddy's too for the first time in a long time because it was just I just was bored. It was crazy expensive now too. It was like $15 for a Grand Slam. It was insane.
Holy shit.
A Grand Slam?
Yeah, it was bonkers. I couldn't believe it. Like I would never get it, but they're like steak and eggs is like $24, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like what?
Are diners supposed to be like inexpensive?
Cheap, that's it. This is where I go at 3 a.m.
It's like where bachelors go when they're like hungry and they're like, I ain't going to cook no grub. That's women's work. Get steak and egg at me diner.
Yeah, it was bonkers. But then I went to Waffle House today. It still shows up. Waffle House still good. Still like $10 a meal. Good. Waffle House still a good call.
Waffle House at 2 a.m. still the greatest Fight Club.
I was there at 10 a.m. and it wasn't much different, to be honest. It doesn't hurt that the only Waffle Houses still in town for me are like in really shitty parts of town. The only Waffle House that still exist. But hey, man, it's still Waffle House. Can't complain too much.
It's like that old joke of like someplace in the middle of nowhere and somehow there's a fucking Dollar General.
Well, that's it. Waffle House is in the same plaza as a Dollar General, a Pod Store, and I'm pretty sure like a payday advance place. So I'm like, all right, here we go.
There it is, the poor ghetto trifecta, Holy Trinity.
Yeah, it's a no bueno. But yeah, we got Chris, are you here? I hadn't heard you say anything.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool, man. If you guys are ready, we can hop in then. I'm going to do a little more recap here since Trent and you were having those internet issues near the tail end last week.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, you're good, man. Shit happens.
How dare you apologize for things out of your control?
Yeah. I expect you to march down to your ISP's office and nail a letter to their door like Martin Luther.
So I'm trying to
a modest proposal.
Pretend game with my friends.
But yeah, so you guys went further into the Grindylow cavern. You had a number of encounters with some Grindylows, some nasty echinaes, these time-stealing eels. You fought a couple octopi. Overall, a relatively challenging, grueling thing, with an added element of the water itself being probably the most dangerous element of it. Then finally, seemed to come to an end when you entered a cavern that had a sandy beachhead with a large, looked like kind of converted throne of some ancient giant stone hand and a very large Grindylow standing atop of it. You spoke for a moment, but they didn't seem too interested in treating with you, and combat began, and that combat did not go swell. Here's where it ended, is with three of you, that being Robert, Trendon, Henris, and Ticket, all unconscious to your knowledge, Trendon, and Trendon, you being the only one left standing. And that's kind of exactly where we're at. I went back and I listened to some death saves, and I got where everybody's at and stuff like that. Henris, for the purposes of the game, has failed all four and is all intents and purposes dead. You don't know that, Trendon, I don't think, from where you're at, but we'll see what happens here. It is actually that creature's turn is where it ended off on. That's where the combat rounds ended. Yes, unfortunately.
Okay.
So what is going to happen here is this creature, this large Grindylow, is going to kind of level its spear over your three fallen allies, and it's kind of with a low growling voice, and it speaks common, which the other ones seem to have not have. Just supplicate yourself before me, human, and you may leave and gather tribute for me. And if it is sufficient, then you may recover your dead. What say you?
Trendon will, he'll drop his staff because he knows he's not going to be able to fight this guy. Get down on one knee and he'll say, what kind of offering do you want?
The gold. I don't know. Just what do you got? I live in a cave.
I don't know. I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far.
Didn't see this going my way.
We have a ship full of supplies. I'm sure we could find something that we can offer you.
Then bring it. You have... I wouldn't know what time is. No, but you may have before the end of this day cycle to bring it to me, or else I will finish what I started.
Okay. As long as you don't touch my companions, I will be back, and we'll have a proper offering. And then he'll get up slowly, kind of walk back.
Yeah, does Trendon have any means of casting light? Do you have the light cantrip?
I do, and I also have produce flame.
Okay. So yeah, I was just curious because you'll be going through without light at that point.
Sure.
So here's kind of, I'm just going to kind of move you here because a couple of things are going to happen. As you're kind of moving back, I imagine you're just swimming back through,
Yeah.
You think you've cleared this area. As you get to around here, there's actually, you're going to hear, roll me a perception check, actually. Roll me a perception check in the tower.
Okay.
There a map up?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay. So yeah, Trendon, you rolled pretty well. So yeah, Trendon, you actually, well, I guess I should see. It's not really how it works, but that's fine. We'll do it a little backwards. Okay. Yeah, so you hear very faintly coming from what sounds like the same way you guys came, down this a ways. Do you have light on your token right now? Can you actually see anything right now?
No, it's all dark.
Okay, let's get some light on you real quick. Let there be light. Did that work? Nope. Why did that work? Let's give you a torch. There we go.
Yeah, that worked.
Okay, so give me just 1 second here. As you're coming down this way, there is, you hear what sounds like somebody swimming towards you. And you're going to see, kind of slowly swimming through the water, is a woman. and you would know her. She was on the boat with you. She is a Shawanti woman by the name of Anya Sandstrider, and I have her picture here. She's like tall and pretty fit. She's got like a shaved head with tattoos on it. This is what she looks like.
Okay.
And she is kind of swimming up, like very quietly. You just barely, like maybe it's just I imagine you're probably pretty on edge at this point.
Yeah, I'm a little freaked out.
Yeah, and she's like just kind of slowly swimming up, and she sees you. Yep, she's revealed. So she sees you and kind of holds up like a hand and like to quiet, and then kind of gestures you back. And we don't have to move tokens, but she's going to take you back over to kind of the area where you guys rested at that one point with the upstanding stones.
Okay.
And she just kind of in a low voice, just what happened? What's going on? Where are the others? It's been a while since you all came in, so they sent me after you.
We need help. We found this huge Grindylow, and they're all down right now. I don't know if they're okay or if they're dead, or we need to get an offering though for this Grindylow. Otherwise, he's going to, probably eat them.
Did you manage to hurt it? And you would know, Trenton, this thing was pretty fucked up. It did not have a whole lot of life left in it. You guys did a significant amount of damage to it.
Okay. Yeah, it was pretty hurt, but I saw it take down Herodbert in basically one hit. So I did not want it to come touch me. I just got out of there so I could save myself and hopefully get help from my friends. So that's why I'm here. And his hands are like shaking. He's like freaked out.
Yeah, I'm sure. And she just kind of like puts her hand on like your hand and just kind of like on your shoulder. Just it'll be okay. I think you said it's near death. What if? Do you think you have any fight left in you? Could we go finish it off?
Do you know how to wield a sword? Are you a good fighter?
Yeah, you would know she's like she's like one of the colony's hunters is what she was brought on for.
Oh, okay.
And she's a pretty adept. She's a ranger, basically. Meta, she's a level 3 ranger. So she's not bad. You probably haven't seen her in action, but she would, you may have heard her tell stories on the boat or something like that. She's not a very boastful woman, but still. I think perhaps if we take it on together, we could kill it. What do you think? We could go back, but I worry with the disappearance of the other colonists, any supplies we have, we could be in desperate need of it if we end up giving it to this creature. Plus, who's to say it won't keep asking for tribute and come back and assault the village at a later time? From what I know of these Grindylows, they could breed very quickly, and they could easily overwhelm us if they were able to overwhelm you four. If something wasn't done sooner rather than later.
He'll kind of look at his hand for a bit, and then bunch his hand up into a fist, and he was like, "You know what? You're right. Let's go finish this. That thing's hurt. It shouldn't be able to make demands of us. Let's go kill it."
All right. And so for Robert and Ticket, both you guys, I'm going to say you're stable here in this case. You guys are going to have stabilized in this time. And basically what's going to happen here is she's going to attempt to stealth up and essentially just tell you to hang back about 10, 15 feet from her. And then if something happens, though, combat kicks off at that point, just kind of fight as, go for it. So I'm going to roll a stealth for her against this person's perception. She rolled great. No problem. So she's going to get in. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying sweet.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm just going to move you again. And basically, you're going to get about here. She's going to see it. It's going to yell out, "Just betrayal! I will end you now!" And I'm going to have you go ahead and roll for me again, initiative, Trinidad. We're going to just kick things back off into initiative. Sure. I'm going to re-roll for them. I'm going to roll for Anya. Okay, so luckily this thing rolled worse than your new ranger friend. So it's just going to keep on. We're just going to kick down to them first. Yep. They're going to move up. They're going to take a step here, and then they're going to take a shot with their longbow at this Grindylow. And here we go. Oh, fuck me, right? Well, let's see if I can kill you yet. There we go. All right, so boom, she lays into it with this, and then she's going to hunt prey it. So she's going to tag or hunt prey on it, and that's going to be this creature's turn. It's going to take its turn to move forward. It's got a relatively slow land speed. It just really never had to move too much, and it's going to try to get on you. It's going to try to grab her with its tentacles. Moves in. I have 2 people targeted. I don't know who else it is. Looks like Robert. I'm going to target Robert. So I'm going to attack her with tentacles for max damage. Rough business. And then it's going to try. It's got her grab. Then it's going to grab her. So that's what it's going to do. That's its turn though. And then it's going to be your turn, Trendon.
Okay. Trendon's gonna cast. Oh wait, no, he can't cast magic missile because last time I went into the.
Yeah, you would know it didn't work. Yep.
Yeah. I will do telekinetic projectile then.
Go for it.
Grab some debris from the ground and throw it at it.
No.
Do I have it targeted? I don't have the combat tracker up.
Oh, now you do. Go for
thank
it.
You.
Boom.
We
Go for it, Trendon. 2 HP left. What does it look like when you kill this thing?
The floating debris, it'll be like, I don't know, some driftwood or something, and he'll just use it, and it'll like basically impale it in the back of its head, and hopefully it'll just fall kind of.
It's like boomerang style, like whoop, 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 comes around the back of its head. I love that. Fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it thwunk, sticks this creature in the back of its head, and it like goes to like grab at its head, like it's trying to like pull it out, and then it just kind of collapses into this like hulk of tentacles and this shark's head and this spear, and Anya just kind of rips the tentacles that were clinging to her, and then she just rushes forward, and she immediately starts trying to do medicine checks on you guys. She starts evaluating wounds and kind of looks back and says, "These 2 are okay, but this one has passed." And she's pointing at Henris.
Trendon's just gonna kind of stand there and be like, "No, not Henris. He can't be dead."
It looks as if it's that way, friend. Let's get them back, and we don't really have to play this out. Basically, she's going to help you get the 3 of them back. So while that's happening, I want to go to we're basically just cut back to you guys at the boat at a point here. But Henris, I think what happens here is you I don't think. Do you think Henris knows what happens to him? Like, do you think he feels anything? Like, do you think Henris passes into the Great Vault, or what do you think is going on with Henris at this exact moment in time?
So at this moment, I believe Henris is actually. It would be too soon for him to be in the Great Vault with Abadar or anywhere near Axis or the Great City. He is currently in the River of Souls. He is floating through the astral plane, the ethereal plane. Sorry.
Yeah, the boneyard.
So he's the boneyard, essentially, on the way to the boneyard, and he's with like other souls looking around. He's like, no, this isn't right. This isn't right. There was so much to do. But I suppose if this is my fate, so be it.
So as you say this, think this, I don't know, I don't know if it's more of a, I don't know if maybe you manifest yeah, you're kind of just a floating energy, at that point. But it's, there's like a pulling. You feel like like as much as there can be a force, like on something that's without form, you can feel yourself almost being pulled, and it's not pulling you forcefully. It's more just like a nudge, and it's your choice whether you think you want to follow this nudge or not. And it seems to be pulling you like in another direction. Like imagine this is, there's an influx of this, you can feel, maybe not even see these other mortal forms, what used to be around you. And then maybe there's even some sort of like, I don't want to say shared consciousness, but, like thoughts echoing, of other similar things, this is not my time, it's too soon, or things of that. But you can feel something trying to pull you out of this flow.
Oh. Yeah, I will follow the pull.
as you follow it, it goes very quickly. It's a very rapid thing where as you do, you immediately kind of just whoosh out of this tide of souls, and you find yourself standing like you would be a physical form. You're in Henris's body, but you're wearing just very simple, plain clothes. It's just kind of like a linen tunic, burlap pants, no shoes, no weapons, none of your armor or anything like that, none of your items. Just just you, and you're in this very like lush jungle. The island that you guys are on is less, don't think, tropical rainforest. It's almost more of kind of a temperate, but what you're in right now, or where you at least perceive yourself to be, is an incredibly lush jungle. Think like literally the Amazon, and there's steam kind of rising from the ground, and there's a cacophony of insects and birds and other jungle noises kind of around you, like monkeys hooting and stuff like that. And you can probably not even hear, but almost feel like a set of like predatory eyes looking at you from somewhere, setting the hairs on the back of your neck up.
Who goes there? Show
And
yourself.
Go ahead.
I was about to say I'm armed, but he like reaches and is like, "Oh, right."
And you also don't feel Abadar's like energy flowing through you either. You don't feel like any of your like clerical powers with you. You don't think you could type up a report to save your life. But
oh, my precious bureaucracy. Oh, God.
But you hear this like very just kind of purring kind of voice, just in a very like, and it sounds comforting almost. It sounds like an old woman's voice, but kind of with almost like I don't know. I don't really want to say sultry, but I don't know how else to describe it. Kind of edge to it, and it's just like husky. Yeah, there we go. That's probably a better way to put it. Yeah, husky.
Like
and it's just
Eartha Kitt or something, maybe.
Yeah. There you go. That's a good one. Yeah, exactly like that. So yeah, it's just kind of like, I go here. This is my domain. You are the interloper.
I was brought here. I mean no harm.
I know. I brought you here. You say there's yet left to do for you?
Yes, I have a wife and a business and people that need my aid and attention. I can't leave yet.
Yes, I sense that in you. You are a follower, an acolyte of the money changer, and of who was the other one? Was it Gozran? Was that or was it Erastil? Was it Erastil?
Erastil, old dead
Erastil.
the stag.
Yes, and of the stag. I see. I think we could make a deal here. And there's just kind of you feel this presence kind of now wrap around you, and it's almost like pleasant at first. It's like, it's like a cat intertwining between your legs, but then out of nowhere, out of nowhere, it doesn't pop into existence. It doesn't materialize. It's just was there and then, or wasn't there and then is there. Is this like massive, like maybe, I don't know, 10 foot tall, like from the foot to the shoulder, 15, 20 odd feet long jaguar. That's this golden color with these kind of brown, opalescent, almost shimmering stripes and dots kind of covering it. And it's just kind of sitting there in front of you. And I have long ago lost my people, but you are here on their corpse, and I wish to rise from their corpse. I will return you to your realm of living if you return me to the realm of living.
You wish for a missionary, an evangelist of sorts, to spread. Well, I
herald.
Need a name. Herald. Well, for me to herald your return, I would need a name.
My name It was one of ancient times, Kazutl. And I don't think Henry. I mean, you could. Why don't you roll me a religion check? Just roll me a religion check real quick.
I will roll a religion check. Just go to my skills. And I don't think they'll do it.
Yeah, you aren't. It isn't clicking anything. You're just. It's nothing. But she would say, our ideals align in some ways. In some ways they don't. But I can tell you, I am a being of good. And that's I'm not going to have you roll a perception or anything. That's really going to be up to you to decide if you want to believe that or not, just without really knowing anything about them.
I will roll. I guess I'll roll it perception. Why not? Let's roll it perception.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well.
Sorry, I was clicked away on another screen.
I was about to say, you're awfully quiet.
No, sorry, I was clicked away on another screen. Yeah, I mean, it's still a god, so like
fair.
Yeah, it's still, but you don't. They seem to want something from you and not really see a need to lie to you. So you don't necessarily think that they aren't telling the truth, but maybe they aren't well, actually, you know what? What is Abadar? Abadar's neutral code, aren't they?
Lawful neutral.
Are they lawful neutral? Okay. So you probably get the vibe that they're somewhere in between Abadar and Erastil, but they're still on the good side of things.
So, like, if we were using the Great Wheel cosmology from 5th edition, they would probably be somewhere in, like, Arcadia or something.
Possibly. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. But they're just, well, I will grant you your return if, again, you grant me mine. No catches, nothing untrue or falsehoods. But if you don't uphold your end, then I will cease to uphold mine. Your spirit will be tied to mine. And if I cease, then you will cease.
Very well. Accept your terms.
Then and they just kind of, then so it shall be. And they kind of like jump forward at you, and like anything that you would, it'd be a predator's pounce. It's terrifying. I imagine this is a massive fucking jaguar. It's huge, and it just kind of like. But as they jump towards you, it's just kind of like whiteness, and we're gonna cut away from there, and it's actually gonna be. It's gonna be about probably a day later at this point. You're not gonna know this, Henris. We'll get back to you in a minute. But Trendon, here's what's gonna have happened in the interim. It's you and Anya got back to the boat. Anya then took another team in. They kind of left you behind, seeming, I'm sure maybe you wanted to stay with your at least still living compatriots as their wounds were attended to. The other two clerics who were aboard the boat, Father Kurbis and Father Nurpico, one of Erastil, one of Abadar, funnily enough, are kind of tending to their wounds. But you guys are hurt, being ticketed Robert. You guys are hurt, and just for narrative reasons, I'm gonna have.
I have a big scar on my chest, like big.
Yeah.
From that crit. Like.
Yeah, you guys are hurt. So it's going to take a little bit of recovery time here. I mean, for the gameplay purposes, it's magic, it is, but just narratively here it works. And Anya's going to go lead a team back. They're going to get what they can from here because there was some loot in there, and I'll just still let you guys have that, but we'll go over that here in a bit. But you guys. They come back, and then the boat sets sail, and it arrives back at Talmendor's Bounty. The colonists debark. It takes a little while, and they move Robert and Ticket first to, they kind of move them into like the government building, as that's just the most open building right now. They know about the ghost that's still in the chapel and things like that. So they're leaving that be. Maybe the clerics are dealing with that. It's not really your concern at this moment. And then they do at some point bring in Henris's body, like covered by a sheet, and it's in the same room. And a day or so passes. I imagine Trendon is probably with them, would be my guess. And Robert and Ticket, you guys are both going to kind of regain consciousness the day after that. You guys are kind of going to be back up.
Oh, thank God you guys are okay. I thought you guys were goners.
Look over at Ticket.
Star, get off of me. Get off of me. Ugh. Holy grandmother, what the hell just happened?
Where are we?
We're back at Talmendor's bounty. That large Grindylow that we fought wanted to make you guys its lunch.
Oh yeah, well, the good news is at least Robert looks worse than I do.
Yeah, man, you got it rough.
Don't cry. It's okay. Your face looks fine. I swear.
Thank you. I look at my chest and I got a good scar. It's gonna take about a good 3 months to heal.
People dig scars. It's all right.
What about Henris?
I'm sure Henris digs scars too.
I've got some bad news. Henris, he didn't make it.
God damn it! And I smash the ground. I'm sorry.
Well, did we get his body at least? Where is it?
Yeah, we have his body, and then he'll kind of point to where Henris's body is being covered.
It's in it's in one of the like offices that are here. They currently have it. Like one of the other clerics casts gentle repose on it, so it's not rotting or anything.
Okay. Yeah, they're
sure
taking care of the
100%.
body. But yeah, Anya, it's Anya, right?
Anya, yeah.
Anya. She checked him, and I checked him too, and he's gone.
I don't know what to say. I didn't know him that long, so I'm sorry, but that's very unfortunate.
I promised him I would help find his wife.
Yeah, we have to find his wife and tell her what happened.
I swore an oath. Protect the people of the colony. Fucking up already. I want to go see the body.
Okay, let's go see him, and then you can walk over there.
I'm not wearing my armor, but I'm wearing my clothes. And
yeah. All your guys' possessions are kind of piled up in the room. Your guys' they recovered everything, and everything's kind of there. Yeah, your armor's got kind of a rent in it that you see has been repaired already, where the spear came down on you and made the wound in your chest and stuff like that. It's been fixed up for you already. Your sword's there, stuff like that. But yeah, you guys, as you guys head into this little side room, you see the body. It's currently again under a sheet. One of the Father Nerpico, he's the other priest of Abadar, actually, is just leaving the room, and he kind of just gives you all a nod. Just, I'm sorry about your friend. It's always a shame to see an acolyte pass. But thank you for what you did. And he seems a bit awkward on the boat journey. You guys would have probably got to know this guy's not a great people person, so he's just kind of shuffles out of there unceremoniously. And as you enter, you see his body. What are you all doing?
Trendon will walk in and be like, "Here he is," and then he'll be just kind of he won't say much else because he's pretty sad still.
I will silently begin praying to Almade. I will. I will tell her that do my hardest to never.
I mean,
I wish I knew magic to bring him back, but I don't know that type of magic.
Tigger's just standing there. He's seen dead bodies before, and he's not going to tell anybody else this, but he doesn't really have any sort of emotional attachment to the person, so he's not really going to be all that cut up about it. But he's at least going to be in mourning.
Yeah, respectful. You got to keep like knocking Star off from like chewing on his toes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, Star, don't go jump on him too, right? I was enough.
So you guys are standing there, and as you're standing there, and this building has windows, like it's you can see outside. It appears to be, it's daytime, it's morning. You can hear what sounds like busyness going on outside, people doing things, voices shouting to and fro, stuff like that. And it looks like it's a clear day. And then there's just kind of like this like peal of thunder that just seems to kind of come from everywhere and nowhere. Like it almost feels like it's more in your heads than anywhere else. It's just kind of just and the building doesn't shake or anything, but there's definitely like this like kind of like burning ozone smell that kind of like permeates everywhere. It's, it'd be the equivalent of, like your characters recognize it as, somebody uses, like an electric arc or something, it just kind of leaves this crispness in the air. And as that happens, this like sheet that's on Henris kind of like flutters very rapidly. And then you can just kind of see, like, if you're looking, you can just like see kind of a small like in out where his mouth would be, where the sheet is. Like the sheet just kind of slowly like he's breathing.
Guys, do you see that?
See what? I'm too short.
I'm going to like cautiously like walk over, like, and lift the sheet like to like his chest, to like kind of lower chest, then back up.
Yeah, and I think Henris, you awaken at this moment, and I don't think any time has necessarily passed for you besides what you felt like, what you saw. You recall it, like that's not something that it's not like a dream or anything. Like you recall it with pretty good clarity. But Robert, if you're doing that, you can see almost like actually, Robert, roll me a perception check real quick, like because I think Henris, your eyes would flash open and Robert may see something there. Yeah, you see like a very brief, instantaneous, like it lasts for less than a tenth of a second. Like, what color are Henris's eyes?
Right now, Henris's eyes are jade green instead of the usual brown.
That's what I wanted to know what his original eye color was. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. There's just this very brief flash of green that lasts for less than a tenth of a second. And it's just kind of like there and gone. And if you weren't so sure, like you saw it, you would think it would be a trick. I mean, this is everything else that's happening seems fucking weird, but you see it. And then, but I think it barely lasts a moment. And then you see Henris. What do? You see the three of these folks gathering around you with a sheet kind of pulled down on your chest, and you feel like shit is what I will say. you feel like you got beat the fuck up.
So the first thing I do is I sit straight up.
What the fuck?
And then
Pea soup with vomit everywhere.
I was about to say I throw up. Well, not pea soup, but I definitely throw up some seawater onto like the sand. I'm like, oh, dear sweet goddess, what happened?
Henris, are you alive?
He's a fucking zombie. I'm out.
Yeah.
No. I don't hunger for your flesh. I just had the weirdest, strangest vision. Oh God. Yeah, I died. I know that much. Saw the River of Souls. Then there was jungle. Then a huge, beautiful, majestic jaguar.
Buddy, you're not making any fucking sense.
Yeah.
And
Trendon, roll me your Islante lore while he's telling you about this.
Okay.
And there was.
Do you want it in the private
she
thing?
appeared as a.
You can just roll it in the open.
Okay.
Yeah. She appeared as a woman and
Yeah, you know nothing.
told me.
Yeah.
Told me I am now her herald. So here I am.
Robert, I got a question.
Huh?
I look
Sorry.
over at Ticket.
Does this guy do drugs? Like, seriously, is he on drugs?
I point at the being that represents Henris. What's my name?
Well, that's
And where
easy.
are we?
Oh, forgot. Okay, Robert, Trendon. This is no time for silly questions. We're on the island. We're near Talamandor's bounty. We're supposed to be finding out where my wife is, and
What's your wife's
I
name?
still remember my duties.
Yeah, what's your wife's name?
What is my wife's name?
Yeah,
What is
what
your
is your
wife's
wife? I attacked the zombie.
The plot fucking
Oh,
thicket.
no.
I know you forgot.
Terrible.
I know you, like,
And he's like, hold on. He's like, let me, he like pulls off his ring. He's like, there's a reason I got this inscribed in it. Hold on.
Hold on, let me check my notes. Let me ask my player character. He's supposed to be writing notes, but he isn't. He's a complete tool. Oh my god. Yeah, no, let me just... Her name was Nella.
Nella, yeah.
Is Nella.
Oh.
I was tense. I'm now, much less. I'm gonna go get the priests and the.
Yeah.
I walk out.
You're like,
You just witnessed a
Father!
miracle?
Father!
A miracle!
is gonna
Quick,
be
we
like-
need to canonize this event.
It's staring at Henris and like trying to detect magic and be like, "What the hell? How are you back?"
Yeah, and you're
No.
detecting magic. That's fine. I'll just say, like, Trinan, it's nothing outside of the usual. Like, Henris wouldn't have any of his gear. I don't even know if you have any magical gear, but like they like dressed him. And actually, Henris, you would notice you're dressed how you saw yourself in that jungle, and like very just plain clothes.
Oh.
But yeah, you're not getting like any like necromancy or anything like that off of him, Trendon.
Okay, cool. So it's not necromancy. Interesting. What could it be?
You can say that all you want.
All
I
I
ain't
know,
convinced.
all I know is that she brought me back. In exchange,
Who?
I'm supposed to bring
So this panther brought you back? Is that what you're saying?
Aguirre.
Oh, sorry, Jaguar. My bad.
And
believe her name
the
was,
Kazoodle. It's Kazi.
Azatal, yeah.
Yeah, Kazatal. Yeah, Kazutal.
Yeah, she's. No, I actually, I've seen her stuff before. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it a little more. What we're gonna do here, but
later,
I'm pretty
later,
fucking
later,
pumped
later.
for it. But yeah. So yeah, Kazatal. So it's and yeah, and I don't think again Trent, you didn't roll super well. But just real quick, Robert, you head outside, and there's like Ramona's standing out there currently talking with Father Nerpico, the one who just left, the priest of Abadar. She's like currently like talking with him about something, not like hushed voices. They're just talking about something. Like and again, you guys are in the government building, so she's just kind of right out there. And she's hello, Robert, how are you doing?
Ramona, I'm sorry for interrupting. Henris is alive.
I thought what?
Yeah, we should come with me. I saw his eyes flash green, and he's awake. It's him, as far as I can tell.
I'm not undead. I promise.
Yeah, they haven't come in there yet. You guys are still you three, Ticket, Trendon, Henris are in the government building still, the little back room, the little broom closet they had Henris's body shoved in. But she says, "Oh, okay." She just kind of,
I shrugged because it's weird shit.
yeah. Okay. Please, Father, if you would go get Father Eamon. Okay, and it nods, and they go, and he's going to go get the other priest, the one of Erastil, and she comes in and kind of followed him, and you're still just kind of talking there, Henris, about what happened there, and she just, my goodness, Henris, you are alive.
That's debatable still.
Hmm.
I'm surprised myself.
How
Yes.
is this? I saw your body. It's been a day.
Well,
You weren't
thank God,
comatose or
else
anything like that.
So, weird story. Not here. So I'm not supposed to be here on my own volition. I have returned as a sort of exchange, I believe.
Did you make a deal with the demon?
For me. No, she wasn't a demon, or at least I'm pretty sure she wasn't. She was too. I'm not going to say nice, because that's not what she was. Evil can be nice. Chaos can be nice. No, she was motherly, almost. Very. Almost like safe. Like, if you were to be in her presence, you knew that nothing could hurt you. She would fight it away. Like a security blanket or a stuffed animal that a child has.
Upon you saying like a stuffed animal, you do feel like a almost an other in you, Henris. Like take offense at that comparison.
Oh, okay, more like not stuffed animal, more of a faithful, like, guardian animal, I suppose, would be more appropriate and nicer way. Like, it's hard to explain. I need more time with coming to bear with who or what I am now herald to. This is very new. The person I talked to apparently is very old, and she wants to make a comeback.
I see. Well then, Ms. Ramona, I suppose you seem, Ms. Henris. I hope you understand. I'm going to have Fathers Nerpico and Curvis examine you extensively. The colonists have all seen you dead. You were brought back aboard the boat, and they saw you.
Dear.
And it's
Did you guys
it's something.
do a procession or something? Or...
No, we were planning on having a burial 2 days 2 days from now. Once things were a little more settled in, we were going to bury you. But I worry this may cause panic amongst the already strange going ons around here. I will settle that. That's not for you to worry about. But I do want to have a chance to address this before it becomes widely known.
Let's keep this between us for now, all of us.
That's what I agree. I would ask that you stay here for the time, Henris. I promise it won't be long. You aren't confined. You aren't a prisoner here, but it is something where I do just want to make sure that things don't get out of hand. But I need to go. Oh, goodness. She just seems even more overwhelmed. This poor woman, she thought she was just coming to, like, take over. Like, just an easy job. Like, just the colonists are gone. People are coming back from the dead. She's not having a good time. She's, all right. Well, okay. Well, I must go see to this. I believe the fathers will be here soon. You all, please just remain here. And thank you. Thank you. I am glad to see you back, though, Henris, under whatever the circumstances are. I just hope they prove Well, I just hope they stay. I hope you stay as you are. And
Oh,
she's gonna kind of leave. Oh, go ahead.
As she's walking out, I'll give my I'll steal 5 minutes and I'll give my report. You're busy.
Yes, please. Yeah, and you can. Like that's. Was there anything specific or just kind of in general?
Oh no, no, I was just gonna tell her what happened, and then ask and then ask for like, I was gonna ask for things, but she's busy. So
Yeah, so she'll just kind of she takes it and appreciates it. She probably already debriefed Trendon at one point, but she appreciates the other, again another collaborating viewpoint. And I will Anya, I believe, has some things for you all. But anyways, yes. Again, thank you, Robert. Thank you, Mr. Reed. I'm going to go attend to what I need to attend to here. And as she says that, she steps out. The two priests come in, and they do. And we don't really need to play this out, but Henris, I mean, they do. They cast any number of spells on you. Detect alignment, shit like that. I don't think I know what it's actually called,
Heal.
but
Check to see if he's undead.
Yeah. They're like, does this work? Like, hold on, let's try a positive spell real quick. Does this hurt? Does it hurt when I poke you here? Like, yeah. They go through a litany of different things. Yeah, they do like the allergy test, but it's for like all the various types of returns from the dead you could be.
Trendon helps by casting spells.
Yeah, they appreciate it considering they're divine casters. They appreciate the
yeah.
Ticket is looking for anything alcoholic.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they check you over and they give you kind of a clean bill of health, and then you maybe it's probably a couple hours pass. This is early morning. Today is Gozerin the 18th, and I believe it's Wheel Day, and then Ramona comes back in, says I've addressed the work captains of all the various groups in town. They're going to disseminate information amongst the colonists. I do just want to say here, Henris, I am glad to see you back, but just keep in mind there may be some trepidation from some of the more suspicious colonists. They saw you dead, but I think it's fine for you to return to life within the colony.
And that's fair for them to be nervous. I mean, I would too, but there's nothing really to fear. I'm fine. I'm healthy. I'm actually I would say much more healthier than I was before.
Than when you were dead, I agree. But
well, I mean,
there's something else.
That, but
no.
Yes.
Well, that's Oh, okay. Just like makes a note, just more healthy than before. No, but so here's the other thing she's going to bring to you all. So in service of what you've all done for us, including, well, in this case, literally laying down your life, there is the offer that I spoke about once before, but I wanted to bring back to you. I've spoke with the other work captains, and we're happy to grant you four ownership of one of the already pre-built homes in the town. There are a number you could select from. I'm going to share the map here. She like pulls out a little map, but no. But any of these in this area of town that you wish to habitate, we're happy to give to you all. I can say a few of them have 4 bedrooms where you could already have your rooms. There's 2 mainly. There's one here, and then there's one here. But any of those are open for your own selection. And we would like to, again, gift this to you all for your services so far rendered to the town.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Wonderful.
Which house do we want?
Give me the smallest one.
We don't want a small house.
You get one house. There's only the one house to share.
No, I mean, just for me. I don't care what house you guys get. Just give me something small.
No, I think we all get to.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, build me a dog house or something. I don't need anything big.
Oh, okay.
The one over here has like an igloo, one of those little igloo dog houses in the backyard.
Yeah,
stay in that.
Sign me up.
There's a torn up pillow there.
Basically, all I'm trying to say is I'm not picky, all right? I lived in a freaking flooded district.
Yeah, I was kind of picking that one myself. So yeah, I'm down.
So yeah, I guess we choose that one.
This one here.
Yeah, right.
Move your crab there.
Anybody against?
No, it looks pretty good.
Heck yeah.
I'm not bunking with the zombie. I'm already saying that.
I'm not a zombie.
Yeah, okay.
That's what a zombie would say.
I'm just saying.
A zombie would be like.
I'm just saying, you all out here acting like it's perfectly normal to sit up on a freaking deathbed and then be like, "Oh, I feel better than I did before. No big deal."
It is.
Oh, what?
To be fair, it is more normal. Yeah, it is fairly like it is not the most common thing in this world, but it's not
I'm sorry. When
extremely
did
abnormal.
resurrection magic become out of vogue? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen at least 2 nobles in my lifetime assassinated. Their family takes them to my church. They pay an exorbitant fee. And then they come back as like if nothing ever happened.
Well,
it's the same noble twice.
I've been on some trips before, and I ain't never been in a situation where a panther, jaguar, whatever says, "You know what, buddy, you're special. I'm gonna revive you."
Ramona's there. Ramona's there, so she just ups a ticket. You've never done ayahuasca, then? Okay. Anyways, I gotta go take care of some shit in town.
I'm standing right here.
I mean, if you really want to,
we are in the climate.
Enjoy the adventure. I got some peyote in my pouch, but.
I just watched Young Guns again for the other day. I fucking love when they do peyote in the desert. Anyways,
I got some pesh, like imported stuff, you know. But
I don't want nothing of what you're selling.
It's medicinal. Right? It's medicinal pesh. It's fine.
Yeah, you're a priest, so you can purchase it. Yeah. So, well, I advise you make yourselves at home. Again, I said I think Ramona has some things she was going to bring you all. I think perhaps what your original work duties. Again, I think we may reassign you. I think you 4 maybe. If it's again, I brought this up before, but would be acting. We could use you in a very advanced capacity as troubleshooters for the colony, and I think this may be the best use of your particular set of skills. So please, though, go get settled in, and then I'll come maybe see to you later this evening, see how you're getting settled, see how you're feeling, Henris, and we could speak more, unless there's something else pressing.
Yeah, I would like to make I would like to talk to everybody, and I would like to put together a list of items that we need, because, like, we went into a situation that we were a little under-prepared for. I feel like if we're going to be defenders of this colony, and I've signed up for that, I think we will need some more equipment. It's something to talk about.
That's sure. We can see what options we have available. Like, again, though, please do understand we are limited to what we do have here, but no problem. But please feel free to go settle in, and I'll speak with you all later. And yeah, she'll kind of leave you guys, and I imagine, do you guys like gather up your things? And I mean, you got like all your trunks and like your foot lockers have been moved off the boat too. Like, you guys didn't have, access to everything you would have had before. Your changes of clothes, stuff like that. I imagine, the more martial, maybe you have like, arcane tomes trend in. Robert, you have like whetstones and oil cloths and stuff like that for keeping to your stuff. Ticket, you got nothing. You got other sorts of clerical instruments or holy texts or what have you that you may not have had on you, and they brought them all here at this point, but you're able to lug them all over there. Please go ahead.
Is there somewhere where I can like buy like general stuff?
So yes and no. Basically, the way that this works is this is treated as a level 2. Yeah, we'll just get into this now, get it out of the way. This is treated as a level 2 colony. So as of now, it's a level 2 settlement. So that means you can purchase any common items up to level 2, any consumables up to level 4 is how it's going to work. And that's so yeah. Any common items, anything uncommon, rare, stuff like that, depending on what it is, it's just probably not going to be available. But it might not be. It's something that maybe you can get custom made. There is a smithy here. There's a blacksmith in town. He does have magical crafting, so he can make magical items. But as of right now, the colony is treated as a level 2 settlement. With that being said, there are things that you guys can do, and I'll let you know when those happen, to essentially level up the settlement to where you can start buying and purchasing more items. Along with the ship that brought you guys here, the Peregrine, is still docked, and it's going to be here for another 2 days. With that being said, it does sell a few items. It is treated as a level 3 settlement for certain common items, things that would be common aboard a ship. But its other purpose is you can send them with shopping lists. You can essentially give them items to sell, and they will take them back, sell them in Almis, which is like a level 10 settlement. So basically anything can be purchased there and sold there, and then they can bring it back to you for whatever the cost is. With that being said, the way buying and selling works in this game is things that are like just straight up valuables, like gemstones, pieces of art, things of that nature, normally sell for full price, jewelry, stuff like that. Anything that's not is normally half price is what it goes for, and that's what's going to be here. So this ship can take things, but there's no ship coming back for 6 weeks. Like once the Peregrine leaves, it's going to take 6 weeks for another ship to arrive, and it's not going to be the Peregrine, but basically they're going to kind of ships passing in the night. They can trade off. So it's something to where you guys can do that, but it's going to take some time for items to get back to you. But yeah, anything level 2 common is purchasable here in town. They will be happy to supply you with some basic gear, but it's going to really just kind of depend on what you're asking for. So with that being said, though, I assume, are you guys then heading to your home, to your guys' new house?
I just want to buy healer's tools.
Yeah.
And we can touch on that. I figure what we'll do is we'll kind of after, because basically what Anya's going to give you guys the loot from that fight. There was some loot there, so I'm going to give you guys that, and then we can kind of start figuring we can do a little shopping here if that's what you guys want to do.
Yeah.
But I just want to know.
How about we head to the home, and we unpack, and then
Try not to let those books away.
I'm gonna go into my igloo.
And there are definitely, like, as you guys are doing this, you're definitely getting like stares, Henris. There are people who are just kind of like kind of whispering amongst themselves as they see you go past. A few people are kind of like giving like tentative waves, like hello, but a lot of the people are just kind of like looking, not scared, I would say, but concerned. Again, there's already been a lot of fuckery that's going on here. There's a whole just colony of people that have seemingly vanished into thin air. So people already have a reason to be on edge. And now there's just even more weird shit happening. So, don't take too much offense to it, but it is just something, that you want to keep in mind, that people might be a little leery of dealing with Henris at this point. It's not something you can't change, but basically the way that it's going to work here is you're going to be treated as I got to remember what the how to make an impression, like what this next, it's the step down from friendly. I think it's unhelpful is basically how Trendon is, or our Henris is going to be treated for the time being, just by most of the people in the colony. Not all, but they're just, again, going to be, leery of dealing with you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Before you guys rest and go to bed, don't forget to wrap your necks up. Just saying. Okay, bye.
Good idea. He might be a vampire.
Yeah, you never know. I'm just saying.
Don't worry, Henris. I trust the priest did good
keep
once
your friend
over on you.
close. Keep the vampires away.
So it'll actually be indifferent. Indifferent is how most people are going to treat Henris for the time being, where the rest of you are mostly being treated as friendly to helpful, depending on who you're talking to. But that's why, because of your past deeds, though, they aren't going to treat you as unfriendly. It's just literally the middle of the road one, indifferent. But yeah, you guys are able to get there, and it's a nice accommodations as far as it goes. It's a wooden building. It's got a wooden floor in it. It's built a little bit off the ground. Help keep the bugs out. There are 4 rooms. It's got this field right out the back of it. It's got like a little porch. It's got four bedrooms and 1 common area. But it's a nice enough establishment, and I imagine you guys are kind of getting settled in. What what does that look like for each of you? Like, what are you like unpacking? Like Trindon, you go into your room, like you find yours, and there's like a a simple makeshift bed in there. It's got like a straw mattress, stuff like that. It's a single bed. What is Trindon unpacking from his footlocker that he was allowed to bring?
Sure. He'll bring his footlocker into the room, kind of just carrying it, dragging it along the floor, and then he'll put it off into the corner and start unpacking. And he'll start bringing out all of his Aslanti lore books and tomes that he has, and as well as his arcane tomes. And he's just gonna start laying those out so he can make them easily accessible.
That was
and
like
he'll
the majority of his bulk were just like books.
Yep.
Just like a lot of
90% of the thing was his books, and then there's the spare change of robes.
Love it.
So yeah, he's just getting his books all sorted, basically.
Nice, love that. How does he sort his book? Is it alphabetically, or where does the find? Do you go by the second word after the, or do you just go in the T category? Because when I sort my movies, I have trouble doing that.
He skips the. So most of it's Aslanti. So it starts with A. They're all kind of grouped. The Aslanti books, and then arcane books, and then the different schools of arcane magic. He's got those like subdivided. But all the Aslanti books there's a huge chunk of those.
He's about to get a letter from the mainland in like 3 months. It's like, hey, schools of magic are out. Burn all those books.
Yeah, right.
Okay. What about Robert? What does Robert unpack? Like, what does he have in his footlocker that he maybe wasn't carrying with him? I know you had those, like, you took some of the pouches of silver dust and stuff like that you guys have found before. What else does he have?
Yeah, I have I have a machete of silver dust, the logbook that I took, which I realized, I should give this back to Mona. I have a constructible armor stand that I quickly put together and put my armor on. I imagine there's like a table in the room that I put my weapons on.
Yeah, like a nice stand. Yeah.
And I have a journal, that I was writing about my experiences, and I put that on the table too. And I imagine I will before bed I will write about everything that's happened so far.
Yeah, Captain's luck. Henris is back. But wonderful. And then what about Henris? What does Henris do? And I do want to just very much say, like, Henris, you feel like yourself. There is just this kind of like, it's hard to describe, almost like your conscience, but it feels separate from your conscience. That's lurking pretty far beneath the surface. Like, it's only something that something
in the back of my head that's just kind of,
you feel like you forgot something almost, but it's there. But you know it's there.
Yeah. And so Henris is unpacking his stuff that, ironically, some of it he probably isn't going to need anymore. His holy books for Abadar, Erastil, he's definitely keeping the herbalism kits.
Well, something I do want to, I guess I should, kind of, you don't feel like you're being granted divine power by this being. You think that's still going to be tied to Abadar and Erastil. Like, you don't feel like that's what's going on here. You don't feel that same sort of energy. You think you're still at the heart of it, a cleric of Abadar and Erastil.
Okay. But now I've got just another deity I gotta make happy.
Yeah, let's, you know what, actually, because this is something I kind of want to keep under wraps until we don't. So let's real quick here. I'm going to make another channel here real quick. And let's go ahead and just me and you just hop into that real quick there, Henris. So we'll talk about this for just a second.
Yeah, while they're doing that, let's
talking about vampire stuff.
We can do some RP.
Yeah, you guys amongst yourselves, but let's hop in there real quick.
All right, let me just. Oh, hold on, something's wrong with my. There we go.
Yeah, while Henris is, getting stuff, I kind of motion ticket and Brendan over and you guys think? I think it's him. Vicious.
Listen, champ. I don't know Henris enough to know if it's Henris or not. I just know that he was dead and now he ain't.
Yeah, it's pretty suspicious, but I mean, he knows us and he answered all the questions, right? And I was there with the priests. They performed all the rituals, all the spells. I even cast some spells on him, and it's him. I don't know.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Have you had any encounters with undead, Ticket?
Well, I mean, sure.
Really?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, did you forget where I came from?
Yeah. That's why I'm curious.
Well, okay. So there's a lot of things that I did in order to make ends meet. Okay, sometimes there was some crazy, I don't know, magic people that raise the dead, and then you got to take care of those things. Yeah, those guys. Thanks. And you got to take care of those things so that people can move into something. Like maybe they're using an abandoned lot to perform nefarious deeds.
Yeah, they use nasty magic. I don't like necromancers.
Yeah, Trindon, have you had experience?
I've ran into a couple, and they're just not my. It's a dirty type of magic to me, and to everybody that I went to school with. We just it's kind of I don't like messing with the dead. It just doesn't seem right to me.
Back over at Ticket. You were saying something.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just that's really my extent of what my experience is. I've killed some skeletons. I guess as well as you can kill them, I suppose. And I've killed some zombies. I know one of two things. If something's dead and it comes back to life, they usually call that a zombie.
I'm
That's what I thought too.
Making sure Henris can't hear us. He's still a cleric of Abadar. I look around and I reach into my...
Oh, no, necromancers love those motherfuckers. You kidding me?
Yeah, have we actually seen him cast a divine spell yet? Like, does he have his blessings and stuff? Do we know that?
Oh, good. Oh. I reach into my my pouch and I pull out 40 silver I had looted. That Trindon saw, we didn't pick up. But because Henris is busy, I divide that into 20 silver each. And I put it in your hands. Abadar provides.
Praise Abadar. He'll take the silver.
Yeah, so in inventory, you can add SP. 20 SP.
Nice. Okay.
Alrighty.
I just want to recap real quick. We were just talking about Henris. We're concerned, and I gave them because
I know who did it. I'm kidding.
I gave them 20 silver each from the silver that I looted.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So Abadar provides.
Jesus saves and Abadar provides. But yeah, I think so Henris, you kind of do the same thing. Ticket, do you actually sleep in a hovel in the backyard? There's a room for you. It's still a room. You could sleep in the closet, I guess, if you really wanted to. But you're being afforded a whole ass room here.
Listen, he doesn't like to impose. He likes his privacy.
It's got a door.
Hey, storage room.
Not even a beaded curtain. The whole ass door.
Come on, listen. Starting from the bottom, now we're here.
I'm saying this feels like a major upgrade for him.
He's living large. He's got a door.
I mean,
a whole ass door.
Every day I have to wake up and make sure that my bed was raised up off the ground so that no water got in. Okay.
Now you're even above the tide line.
I had to cover my feet in plastic bags just to walk to the kitchen.
Bags had holes in them, uphill both ways.
Water was filled with leeches.
Star had to walk on the ceiling. I mean, come on.
This is climb speed, but yeah. So you guys take probably the better part of the late morning. At this point, it's probably early afternoon. It's probably around 2-3 o'clock would be my guess. And there's a knock. There's a knock on your door.
Collectively?
Just one. There's just a knock. Yeah, not all four. No, the front door. There's a knock on the front door.
Hey, Ticket, can you go hit that?
I'm in the backyard. What do you want from me? All right, hang on. He walks around. He walks around the house. He doesn't even answer the door. Just walks up to the person knocking on. Hey,
Sup?
Oh God.
how can I help you?
Yeah, it's and you would see it's Anya Sandstrider, the woman who had saved you all. And
Hey, how's it going?
hello. I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting when you were conscious. I'm Anya.
Oh, yeah, probably not. Name's Ticket. I'd shake your hand, but everybody usually thinks the rats are filthy, so.
No, I don't think rats are filthy.
Oh, fantastic. Here's my hand then.
It's filthy. I know. You've been digging around the backyard.
Well,
No,
I mean,
she just-
you know like a bird, how they build a nest? That's basically what you do it.
Oh, okay. Anyways, yes, I came by. Are the rest of your compatriots home? I heard about Henris.
Oh, yeah, apparently I'm the manservant, so give me just a second.
Oh, okay.
He just opens the door. Hey, you guys got a visitor. Why the hell am I talking to him?
Who is it?
Anya.
I groggily come out with like a teacup in my hand.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
you're stuck with the zombie. Good luck.
Right.
Bye.
Trendon will
okay.
slam
Zombie,
shut the book he's
goddamn-
reading, get up, and go out
Feel
there.
undead though.
No, it's
Aye.
good to. Of course, it's very good to see you, Henris. I'm glad you're okay.
Likewise, madam.
Heard you had an incident. But I'm here. Yeah, she's fucking man. She's just like,
Yeah.
she's like, okay.
That's a life incident that you have cured yourself
You,
of. Congratulations.
unfortunately.
It's fine. I only had a near-death experience. Saw the afterlife and then came back. Grandma says hello, by the way.
Oh, you bye?
No.
Good to see you again.
Good to see her.
You as well, Trenton. She like daps you up. She's like, "What's up?" Like she's brother's Trenton now.
The one guy that survived.
Yeah, one guy that didn't go unconscious. No,
Boy who lived.
I wanted to bring you these. It seemed, you all did most of the work there, and it seemed wrong for just not to belong to you. After I brought you guys back to the boat, we went back into the cave. I went with a couple of the colony soldiers and recovered what we could from there, and there were a number of things, and I wanted to give you these. And she pulls out she's got like a big like duffel bag that she kind of like drops, and there's a bunch of shit in there. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a loot drop. Here's we're going to just kind of go through what's here. So she explains there was a chest that was in there, along with the loot that the creature had, which was named Brine Tooth, which was actually a she.
His name was Brian. I was like, what?
His name was Brian. It was Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Brian.
Yeah, and Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. But no,
Brian.
yeah, but Brian Tooth. But yeah, so she explains that they had 3 things on them. The 3 things they had on them, they have a +1 spear, which I'm gonna reveal these things. They're in the party sheet now. There's a +1 spear. They had a bracelet of dashing, which are pretty cool. They are once per day. You can use a command action to gain a 10-foot status bonus to your speed for 1 minute. And then a brooch of shielding, which was the thing that was not letting Trindon's magic missiles do it. Basically, it can absorb 30 individual magic missiles before it melts. So currently, it can absorb 27 as of now.
Oh, wow.
Because you used 3 against it. But that's good. But then there was a chest, which she explains had a number of items in it. There were 4 minor elixirs of life. there's a +1
Yes.
weapon potency rune.
Ooh.
And there were 235 silver pieces, which actually are very
Oh,
old.
shit.
They dated back to before the Cheliax rebellion. Before House Thrune's ascension is when these date back from. So they're some fairly old.
Fancy.
Yeah, pre-Thrune Sylv. And then finally, though, there is a magical wand, which she had somebody identify as a Wand of Burning Hands of 1st level.
Ooh.
And that is all currently in the party sheet. What I'm going to go ahead and do here is... Oh, I don't think I have a ticket on this, do I? No, I do. Why are you not showing up? What's going on here? Oh, because ticket doesn't have any gold. That's why. Okay, never mind. I see what's going on. Ticket's on the sheet. He just wasn't showing up under the party coins. So yeah, do you guys just want me to split the gold? Just do it the 4 out, or split the silver, I should say.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Okay. So we're just going to
Always.
split the silver. It'll leave 3 silver in the party sheet. You each get 58 silver pieces, so the equivalent of 5 gold, 8 silver.
We'll
and
donate
then, yeah.
to church.
There you go. The 3
Give
goes
it
to
church
church.
on Sunday.
Give it to the church, which is the only day that is actually called Sunday in this game, called by its normal name. But yeah, so then yeah, if you look in the party sheet though, there is a +1 spear, a +1 weapon potency rune, and that +1 spear, that potency rune can be transferred off of that spear as well. So if you guys wanted to transfer that to something else, you could. There's the bracelet of dashing, the brooch of shielding, 4 miners elixirs of life, and a wand of burning hands.
Well, let's see.
Burning Hands is an arcane spell. I think it might be arcane and primal. I'm trying to look here.
The only thing that Ticket's interested in is the bracelet of dashing. So
Yeah, Burning Hands is arcane and primal. Yep.
Damn. So yeah, out of my wheelhouse. So that's more. That's more for Trindon.
Okay, I can take it.
I think Henris should get the brooch. I think that would be a good item for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds useful.
I pick up and examine the potency rune. I know what it is.
Now that bracelet of dashing, we give it to Ticket.
What'd you say?
He's going to be a speedy little rodent. He'll get
That's a good
anywhere.
idea.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
also
tempted to say fast as fuck boy character, but I'm not gonna do that.
I think also we should give the potency rune to Ticket because I already have a +1 weapon. This would allow him to hit better.
Good.
Yeah, you also can transfer the one off the spear too. So you guys have essentially 2. Because I don't know if one of you guys want to keep the spear, but you can transfer that rune off of it. Keep in mind that just does have a cost associated with it.
Fair enough.
I think it's like 5 gold or something. It's not
Does
insane.
anybody use martial weapons besides me and Robert, or is Henris only using
The
crossbow?
spear is a simple weapon, isn't it?
No. I just mean like for the potency runes.
Potency runes can go on any weapons, but yeah. But I mean, Henris
More or
uses a
less, yeah.
crossbow from time to time, but I
use
don't know
a
if the-
crossbow. I prefer the crossbow, so the spear
Yeah, let me
is no
actually-
good for me.
Yeah, I also the spear itself is actually kind of cool. I forgot I put a cool description for it. It's a spear with a haft made of polished driftwood, and it's a head made of sharpened black coral. Yeah, yeah. You guys also. Did you guys also? I'm thinking here. I don't remember. I don't think Here, let me. You know what? I'm actually remembering too. I think I forgot to give you guys some other loot that you would have found. I don't think I did. So yeah, we'll just assume maybe you guys didn't find this one either. You guys had bigger concerns. This would have been in the room with the octopi, where they kind of fucked you guys up. So yeah, there was also a pouch that Anya would have found that she would have told you about, and in there was, I'll drop these in the thing here in just a second, but there was a number of kind of cool things here. There's a backpack, a battered flute, a potion of a lesser dark vision elixir, a dented steel flask with the initials EM scratched into its side, an ever-burning torch, 1 hammer, 6 batons, and 13 pieces of polished red coral that look like they'd probably be worth 1 gold each. And I'm also going to drop those in the party sheet, and those should all be identified.
Now,
Wow.
So yeah. If you guys want to divvy that up, you can. But also, I think I'm going to take a quick fiber here. If you guys would like to as well, we'll do that, and then we can hop
Okay.
back in. Okay.
yeah,
Sounds good.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
I'm
All
getting
right,
a little
sounds good.
peckish. I'm going to have a little
Yeah.
snacky.
All right.
Buddy. Buddy. Okay. Awesome. Goodness.
I am back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Gotta get some conditions removed from you guys.
Me and Henris are here. About Trendon and Ticket.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Awesome.
Awesome possum.
Me too.
All right, so what I'm gonna have you guys do here first is figure out what you're doing with the stuff in the party sheet. And in this case, we can also, like, you guys have a place to stay now, so I have no problem with things you just want to store in there, being said you're keeping them at home. But just keep in mind, if you don't have it on your character, if you're somewhere out and about, you won't have that with you. So you guys want to go through, see what you want to do with this stuff. The potency runes, let me see. I was going to look that up. How much? I think it's a 10% of the cost is what it is. And I think a basic +1 potency rune is 35 gold pieces. So I think it'd be like 3.5 gold pieces to transfer.
Okay.
Potency rune, PF2E. God, do I love Archives of Nethys.
Well, okay, so Ticket, you've got the shiv. You have the shiv, and then you had that other dagger you picked.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess, unless it got removed for whatever reason, but yeah, he made the ship out of glass or whatever, and then he's got the dagger he took off the ship. Well, sorry, he acquired off the ship.
you could at this point, you could just, you could have, if you want 2 daggers, you could just have 2 regular daggers. Like, that's fine.
Perfect.
Unless you want to use the shiv. Like, that's not an issue. Like, common weapons like that are in abundance. They would have no problem equipping you with something like that.
Cool.
All right, and then yeah, he's got 2 daggers.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's. I'm gonna divvy up 1 gold. Remove that. Well, I can't put the parcel. So yeah, I'm gonna take 1 gold off of my character sheet. Put in the parcel coins. Take that off, and we can, put the potency runes on both of Ticket's daggers. I already have a +1, so I'm fine. I think Ticket should also get the backpack because he doesn't really have one. Like we have adventuring packs.
Yeah.
While in the 5-minute, I just divvied all the stuff in my inventory. I will take the spear, and I'll hold on to it. Once we take the potency rune off, but I'll hold.
All right, I'm just going to change it to a regular spear then. Let me do that before you add it to your sheet. If I could spell the word ornate. There we go. All right, no bonus to it. There we go. And it's just going to be worth whatever the hell a spear costs. I don't think it's much. Okay. That has now been changed to a regular spear. And okay. Yeah, so you guys will need a total of 7 gold to transfer both of those potency runes to Ticket's daggers.
Okay. Well, let's sell that polished royal red quarrel, and then I've already given the G. And let's use the rest. You guys get the rest. I'm fine.
All right.
Sounds good.
I'll gladly take the. Honestly, the flask seems interesting.
Yeah.
I could ask about. I'll try to ask around town, see if anyone knows anything about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyone
Yeah,
recognizes it.
Yeah, so I'll
That's
just
the governess.
yeah, they'll happily, one of the sailors on the ship will happily pay you out for the coral pieces. They think they can sell those, no problem, and they'll buy that from you. So that'll put you guys at 14 in the party sheet. I'm gonna knock that down to 7, just because that'd be the difference in the cost for getting those potency runes on Ticket's weapons. And then I'll divvy that up. So boop doop, and then
Hammer and pittance, I could also take. That could be handy as well.
yeah,
Never
and they're
know when
all
you'll need 'em.
Yeah, those are all pretty. Those are all like negligible bulks, so you don't really need to worry about going over your limits or anything.
And I already looted my elixir of life, so yours.
Yeah, I figured just each of you would take one of those, and then if you want to take the bracelet, I think Ticket was going to take the bracelet of dashing.
Yeah.
I mean, if nobody else wants it, I'm fine with
Yeah,
having
so
that.
you just
Me and him are going to be pretty speedy.
yeah, so you can just drag that from the party sheet onto your inventory,
And
then
the flute, I'll also take just in case it might be evidence.
got it. Now I'll get rid of I'll get off of there the potency rune. So I'll apply this for you in this case, Ticket, but it's fairly straightforward how you can do this in the future. Just so all of you guys know, you would just open up your particular weapon, the little gearbox, and there's an option in there where you just do item bonus. And you literally just put a 1. So in this case, and then it just automatically gives it a +1 item bonus. So I'm going to do that to both your throne and your regular dagger there, Ticket. So both your daggers now have that +1 item bonus on them. And then for striking and stuff like that in the future, you can just drag an extra damage die on there, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. So there's still 1 ever-burning torch and then a dark vision elixir lesser. And a dark vision elixir lesser lets you have dark vision for 10 minutes.
We all have light. I have light, and then Ticket.
I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like, do you want light though?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Light is
he
bad
can
for
use
my
the dark
profession.
vision.
I
He has
mean,
low light vision, but doesn't have dark vision.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Yeah.
talking about torch, but yeah. Hey.
I mean, I'll just hang on to the torch just because everybody else has a light source and I don't. So just in case I need it, I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. And you could also take the dark vision elixir.
Yeah, might as well.
That's handy.
Okay.
Gearing you up.
All right, and then I'll divvy out the remaining gold pieces, and then that would leave. There's 3 gold essentially left over. Do you guys just want to leave that as kind of a communal fund to start building that up for like future things like that? If you want to purchase runes or something
Sounds
like
good
that.
to me.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just put it
Yes.
in the community chest.
You guys have that in a sock drawer in one of your bedrooms.
I was just gonna assume let Trendon have it all because he's the only reason we're alive.
Yeah. Hey.
You guys can give Anya a
He
tip.
earned it.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, no joke, I'm fine with that.
Keep the
But yeah,
change.
like, give it to Trendon and Anya. It's fine with me.
Good karma.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I like that actually. I like that. She'll take it. She's happy to. She's glad she could help, but she appreciates the gesture. But yeah, and then so as far as again purchasing things, is there what was your? We don't have to really role play it out, but what was your shopping list for Ramona there, Robert? What were you wanting to do?
Another dagger for Ticket. Maybe some armor for him as well. I was going to, if there's going to half plate me and a repair kit and then 2 healer kits.
Yeah. So let's take a look. So half plate, that's not something they have on hand. That's something you can commission from the blacksmith if you like, but it is going to, it's going to be at cost. The kits though, I don't see any issues with like that. That's totally fine. Like they can provide you a repair kit and a healer's kit. That's not an issue. They'll be just the regular baseline one, and they can give you 1 healer's. They can give you 1 healer's tools. Like that's what they have like in reserve. But yeah, so whoever wants those, just go ahead and add those to your inventory from the items tab.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend 10 minutes to repair my shield.
So I can take the healer's tools.
Yeah, just add them to your character sheet.
Okay.
And then, and I won't even have you roll in this case, Robert. You'll have enough time. You could get it right eventually. So yeah, but so I think probably here. What about Trendon, Henris, Ticket? You have the equivalent of leather armor, right? That's what we basically had you wearing right now.
Yeah, I just have basic leather armor.
Yeah, and I mean, what I don't know if anything would be. I don't know if studded may be better for you. Let's take a look. Just with your dex bonus. Regular ass studded leather armor it's a +2 AC bonus with a dex cap of 3. And in this case, your regular leather armor is a +1 with a dex cap of 4. So it'd be a net no gain for you. Like essentially,
Yeah.
it just wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything different for you.
I'll just keep looking ragtag. It's okay with me.
Yeah. What about Trenda and Henris? Was there anything you guys were wanting to buy? Anything common, second level, item wise? Anything consumables up to level 4? Same thing with common. And then there is also the boat itself, which does have some kind of oddball things on it. You're talking like they have like boarding pikes and stuff like that, like stuff that would be on a ship. But they would also have a few consumables, things of that nature. Is there anything you guys were wanting to purchase? We also don't have to like if you can't think of it in this moment, like in the interim, if you guys between this week and next, if you think of something, just tell me and we can just say, okay, you bought this, and we'll just subtract whatever the relevant gold is.
For some reason, Henris has the strange urge to buy a machete. He doesn't know why.
Okay.
He just thinks it feels right.
You guys had 2 of them, I believe, if I'm not incorrect. You guys did have 2 machetes.
I can give you mine. I was about to sell it.
Yeah, I kind of can you hand it to me? I don't know why, but I feel like
I don't know. It should be vocalizing. I don't know why. Machete.
I don't know why I need machete, but it seems right.
How do I give?
Brendan will buy a couple healing potions, I guess.
Drag it into the party sheet. Yep, exactly. And then Henris can drag it onto his character sheet.
Thank you.
Yeah, what kind of potions are you wanting to buy, Trennan?
Is it just any kind of healing potions that he could buy?
Yeah, the basic minor healing potion is 4 gold, and that's the one that's a flat D8. And if you wanted to buy a lesser, that one's 12 gold, and that one's 2D8 plus 5. And that would be the highest level of healing potion that you guys can buy.
He'll buy 2 of not the expensive one, the lower one.
The lesser or the minor, I'm sorry. Yeah,
the minor one.
Yep. Just drag 2 of those onto your character sheet, and then you can just subtract the 8 gold. Okay. Trust you to do that.
Don't forget, I can also make you some potions as well, up to 4, but...
Oh, okay.
And do those only last that day, though, right? If I'm not incorrect, or those last indefinitely?
Let me see.
What is that from? I can't remember what ability that was.
Alchemist Dedication.
Yeah, I think those may only last for that day, if I'm not incorrect. They're the reagents
never
for
mind.
that day.
Then yeah, those spoil. Right, they have a
shelf life. Yeah, they're volatile. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just become a nerd after one day. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, all right. So, yeah, go ahead and buy some then.
Okay. Yep, I bought 2, so I got 4 gold now.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh yeah. I'd like to buy a shield boss, 5 silver. Shield boss.
Yeah, you're getting the. Yeah, no, they could. The blacksmith can fashion one up. Or are you getting the bludgeoning one or the piercing one?
I'm going to get bludgeoning.
Good call. Up your different types of damage you can do.
Do all 3 now. So that's minus 5. So...
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I would like to buy a short bow.
Ooh, there we go. Loving it. Getting that stuff. Yeah, and they can the short bow you just add on your character sheet. There too. Again, there's a plethora of kind of common weapons like that, so they can do it. I just want to share. This is the gentleman you're having to deal with, who's the blacksmith. I just love this guy's character art. Fucking Freddie Mercury looking ass. Luton Kalewick. He's the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Those are teeth that can bite air.
Yeah, he's got an unarmed bite attack.
Oh god, he's a were-rat. Look out!
Yeah.
I'm offended.
Yeah, he's the blacksmith, but he's happy to take your deal, and he's actually probably pretty chatty with you guys because he thought he was coming here to apprentice under the previous blacksmith, but since they're not here, he gets to be the head blacksmith, and he is over the moon.
Hey, level the way to get a promotion, am I right?
Right.
20 arrows.
Yeah, no problem. And again, I'm not really going to make you keep track of arrows unless you're specifically somewhere where you aren't going to have access to them again. But assuming you guys are coming to and fro from the colony, don't sweat it too much.
Yeah.
Just not like a buying something question, but just like would it be possible for me to like manufacture caltrops out of glass?
I think we could make that work. I think there may be some like where they could have a chance of maybe not being as effective, but I don't really have a problem with that. Like, what's the? Let me look at caltrops. Do they have a set DC for them? I believe they do. No.
I think they do. And obviously mine would be shoddier because if you're wearing any sort of boots or whatnot, you have a potential.
Yeah, you would just crunch on them. Yeah. No, I like that actually. Yeah. No. Well. Yeah. No, I like that. Yeah. That's totally fine. You can go ahead and give yourself a couple caltrops. I think that'd be something that would be in Ticket's skill set.
I would just definitely see him as like just cracking a bottle and just like scattering glass shards.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Or the old what is it? The old bag of the old bag in the bottle trick.
Yeah, like your
glass vial in the bottle, grind it into a powder, and you got some like glass powder that you could throw in someone's eye.
Pocket sand.
Pocket glass, really.
All right.
It's worse. Like, say goodbye, eyesight.
Is there anything you guys are wanting to send away for on this ship, on the Peregrine, before it leaves here in a few days? Like any higher level items or anything maybe uncommon or something like that? Because Almas is a major port city. A lot of things can be acquired there.
Well, real quick, I'd like to sell my bastard sword and my bastard sword.
Okay. Yeah, what's the cost on a bastard sword? So yeah, it'd be 40. So you get 20 silver for it because it's half price for anything that's like not like it's just a direct valuable. So you get 20 silver. One of the sailors would be happy to give you 20 silver. He thinks he can go sell this, in Almas for 40 or whatever. He thinks he can make a profit off of it. So yeah, go ahead and give yourself another 20 silver and then just remove that from your sheet. What any the rest of you guys want to sell anything or again send out for anything else?
Yeah, actually, there's something I have in mind. I just need to find it. There it is. Okay. Level. Actually, no. What I have in mind, well, first I'm going to ask Luton if he could do it for me, and if not, then I'll just send it onto the Peregrine to get this done. I asked Luton if he can possibly do an engraving on my cold iron buckler I have.
Yeah, for like just like an actual engraving on it.
Like a cosmetic engraving.
Yeah. He can do that. He'd be happy to do that.
Okay, so here's what I have. Sounds weird, but just roll with me on this. I would like you to carve the engraving like a side profile, head engraving of a roaring jaguar, a jungle cat with spots on it. Do you think you could do that? Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I have some powdered silver here, actually. You can sort of press into it, maybe, to make it look noticeable.
Yeah, I'll kind of give a nod in the affirmative. Just, I could probably take care of that for you. Free of charge, friend. Thank you. And he seems a bit. Once he. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess. He just seems a bit, again, leery of Henris, but is happy to. You guys are giving a little bit of steady business now. I'm assuming we were just going to this is all taking place over, a couple days. How about 5 silver?
Sure. And I will give him. I'll give him 10 silver.
Sure, it's all gold piece. He takes it, and he'll.
I
Yeah,
keep
he
the
says.
change.
Okay, well, thank you. Be ready for you tomorrow. And yeah, he'll be happy to get that going for you. It'll take him a day or so because he's got other shit. This guy's like busy. He's got like so many things to make. They've got him like making, not he's a blacksmith, but he's more of a commercial blacksmith by trade. He's doing a lot of just like he says this is not. But he's happy to give it a try.
He'll take take your time. It's not don't rush it or nothing. Not expecting anything.
Yeah, well, he got a 25 on his crafting check, so it's gonna look pretty when it's done.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have like flames on the side. There's gonna be a lady riding it. No kidding.
It's gonna be like the side of a van. But
it's just like airbrushed.
Yeah.
Guy raised it and Van Halen's Eruption starts playing.
Yeah. It's like a t-shirt you can get at the swap meet. But yeah.
Why does it have a caracature of me on it? I don't get this.
No, it's cool. It's got Peter Griffin smoking weed. Isn't that sick?
Oh wow, that is really gangster. I love it.
It's very cool. I don't know. He took like a pirate now.
No, is that Bugs Bunny with a grill? No,
he's holding a gun. It's interesting.
Oh,
it's a commentary on society. I don't know what a gun is.
We live in a society.
It's my favorite movie.
I'm going to send away for a dueling cape. So that's -5 silver.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. Send away for a dueling cape. I like that. Those are cool. Dueling cape. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anything from the rest of you guys as far as purchasing goes, or selling things, or anything like that?
Not me. I don't think. I can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything either.
And again, if you do in the interim, just let me know. Like I said, we can kind of you hand wave it if you remember. If there's something you look up during the week or something like that you're interested in, feel free to tell me. Sure. Don't really have a problem with it as long as it's not something uncommon or rare, and then we can discuss it. But yeah, so a couple days pass here. They're relatively uneventful. The colony itself seems to be getting itself in working order. There's, there was supposed to be 100 people here, but there's only 60 or so with your group now. And people are on edge, but seem happy to have tasks and something to occupy them. The fields are getting tilled again. The weeds are getting pulled from them. The palisade around the center of town is starting to get rebuilt. Logs are getting, trees are getting felled to make the walls, things of that nature. Things are going pretty smoothly, and you guys are kind of left to your own devices. What you do, here is kind of up to you all, but I imagine it's kind of just a bit of everything. I don't know exactly, but a few days are going to pass, and there's going to be like a cry that's going to be kind of, I don't know what you all would be doing, but you would all just kind of just move things along here, would be gathered together, and there would be a colonist, just kind of generic colonist number 22 here. I'm kind of the name for all 60 odd people. But they're like sitting there talking with Ramona, and you can see their like body is like they're wearing like kind of just regular like field hand clothes, and they're all spattered with like these burn holes all over them, and their skin has kind of these burns all over them. And one of the priests there, Father Nerpico, is kind of treating him and casting heal on him, and he's talking very quickly to Ramona, and Ramona is just kind of looking around. She sees you four, wherever you all come from, and so thank goodness you're here. We've had an issue. It appears to be that those creatures you said were infesting the colony before, those nymphs, we have found their mother a bit north of town there in those pitted fields. I was having a few of the farmers survey it to see if it'd be a good place to set up crops, and one of them was attacked. It burst out of a hole in the ground and dragged a colonist in and slew them. And this gentleman was just barely able to escape. I think this may be something we need you for. This beast needs killing.
Well, I would gladly accept the call. For the protection of the community and for all the people within.
Does this have anything to do with the bugs we saw?
Yeah, these are specifically the. This is the. The bugs that were found in town.
I'm
This
not
is.
saying nothing, but I'm just saying.
More bugs.
Well, I did say we're pretty much the exterminators of the village.
All right, fellas, get our gear together. Go find these bugs.
Right, let's do this.
Does Ticket remember where he saw the footsteps from before?
Oh no! I'm sorry. That different ones. These
Okay.
are not the same like trail that you guys found.
Okay.
These are before. I'm sorry, I wasn't even thinking here. Before Ticket joined the group, when they were still clearing the colony, there were a number of these like small little pincered insects, not necessarily super small, but like the size of a cat, that attacked the group and were pretty nasty. They were the spawn of an ant crab, which are pretty nasty customers.
Sounds neat.
And that seems to be what this is. And that's this pitted field north of town. If you're looking at the map of the town itself, it appears. Yeah. And I will say, so I assume you all get kitted up then. You can be wearing your armor. You have your weapons drawn. It wouldn't make sense that you wouldn't. Because, you're aware there's a danger here. Did I give you guys all an overnight rest? I don't remember, but let me go ahead and do that just real quick for spell slots. If I didn't, you guys would all be at full health. It's been a few days since everything kicked off. So I'm going to go ahead and drop you guys on a map. I'll let you guys range yourselves here a little bit to what would make sense as far as for you guys. Token lock is off for the moment. Share that map. Let me describe what you see here a little bit. You can see there's this, it's a field, but it does appear to be, pitted with, it's a small field in this meadow, and there's a series of large holes that appear dug in at an angle. There's piles of dirt around each hole, and there's a large copse of trees that grows east of this location. You see there are at least 24 or more holes in this area, and you don't see any sign of a creature as of yet.
Ticket, go in one of these holes and see what you see.
Excuse the fuck out of you. Well, my question was going to be, before somebody was so rude to me and decided that I'm just a freaking gopher hole goer, do we have anything that's flammable? Specifically, a liquid.
I don't believe so.
I knew I should have brought whiskey with me. All right, well, my idea was we could make like
the
a
colony's
Molotov.
liquor supply is very low.
We could make like a Molotov of some kind, and that way we can burn them out. I'm assuming that's what these holes are for.
I can use produce flame and like shoot fire down the holes.
There you go. That's a much better idea than saying, "Hey, rat, go in the hole." All right, let's give it a shot. I'll back you up.
All right. Trenton will, conjure some fire and throw it down one of these holes.
I'm sorry, what are you lighting on fire? I was talking to my wife. I just heard that last bit.
He's throwing a fireball down one of these holes and just to see what happens.
You got a level 3 fireball. Got it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but as you do,
Just
produce flame.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Burn the village down.
It kind of like, yeah, exactly. Just cause it's like, have you guys ever seen those like you can like buy those like gopher destroyers, but it's like you literally like pump fucking gas into your fucking yard. Yeah. Yeah. So
exactly
no.
what I recommended.
So, but you throw one down in there and it just seems to kind of fizzle out. Like these holes aren't like collapsed, but they're like the dirt is pretty loose. Like these aren't like straight up tunnels. These are just like mounds of dirt. Like you hit it and the fireball, the produced flame kind of just like fizzles against the dirt. It doesn't really seem to have too much of an effect.
So they're not tunnels, yeah.
Ticket starts digging.
See, I was right.
So where are we
Yeah.
at one? Are like
I don't
we
wanna
at
hear
one
it.
of them? Kind of.
You guys are like, I assume you guys are like at one of the holes. Like if you're throwing a
Yeah.
ball, I mean, you got what, a 30
Yeah.
foot range on a produce flame, so you don't have to be up on it. But I assume you guys are relatively close to it.
I guess
Ticket is for sure because he's digging.
I guess what I'm asking is like on the area that we are standing, our tickets, our tokens are right. Is that a hole?
Yeah, I'm gonna draw some holes for you guys real quick, or just make some squares. I'm not gonna make 2 dozen
I'm
of them.
going to
But
load my crossbow on this.
there you go. I'll make 5 of them. There you go.
If anyone starts fucking singing Dicky Hole, I'm out.
Oh no. Oh, y'all
Nobody's a
cast
dwarf
here.
though.
And is there any underbrush?
This area is pretty clear. This is like a clear area. There's a copse of trees off to the east a little bit, but this is very simple. This is just north of town. You guys are maybe only like 50, 60 yards from town. Like this is not very far. You guys just decided more or less not to investigate this before because this was right after Inyo's disappearance and before you guys encountered Ticket.
Yeah, because underbrush because Ticket can just hide.
Yeah, this area is pretty clear though. There isn't a whole lot to it. This is more just kind of like open ground. But yeah, are you digging down to the hole, Ticket?
Absolutely.
Sure. Are you trying to do it stealthily or anything, or
I mean, I guess as stealthily
as stealthily as you can dig a hole? I know. I'm like, I just thought I'd ask.
He's not using a shovel. He's just using his mitts, and he's just fucking throwing dirt out. But yeah, it's
that I guess
slightly as
I
you
guess
can.
more apt here than would be a roll me a perception check, Ticket.
All right.
Jesus. All right. Well, that's good because I rolled a natural 20, but this thing only has a +2, so you still beat it. So
Hooray.
as you're digging, Ticket, there's like you see this like pair of pincers, like kind of like whoosh, comes out of the dirt, but you're able to pull your hands back kind of at the last second, and it doesn't actually get you. And a number of things happen in that moment. First of all, this creature kind of bursts out of the dirt directly in front of you, Ticket. And then, more probably importantly, in the center of the field, bursts out. This one is small. This one's only about the size of a cat. But then there is one that looks like this. That's about the size of a horse that bursts out of the center of the field. And then there's another smaller one that bursts out of the back of the field there. And we're going to go ahead and have you guys roll initiative. And Ticket, if you want, you can use stealth for your initiative roll.
Absolutely.
Oh, hell yes.
Nice.
Do you just want me to roll stealth?
Yeah, you can just roll stealth. That's fine. Well, from your main page, there's an option to roll stealth for initiative. It'll be under your perception one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll just roll my perception one.
Yeah, well, yeah. In this case, I'm just giving Ticket the stealth since he was the one digging in the hole. Yeah. All right. Wonderful. And let me roll for my NPCs, and they rolled poorly, so it's going to be 0 out. Top of the round, Mr. Robert Reed. It is up to you. What would you like to do?
Let me see my movement. I kind of have like a little bit. There's normally I like to full screen this, but like for whatever reason it's not working. How much movement would that make?
Here, let me. You were what right here? So 5. Where are you trying to get? You're trying to get to right here, this far side of it.
Behind it? Yeah.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It would take you 40 to get around there. Or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, 40. It's 40 whichever way you split it. So it'd take you 2 move actions.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use sudden charge, which will definitely get me there. That's 2 actions.
Yep, perfect.
Behind it.
Yeah, I'll go and turn token lock back on. But yep, you are behind it. So take your strike.
Flat-footed. And
Yep, that will hit.
Ooh, I didn't get like a second.
Wait.
I thought I usually got like two dice.
No, sudden charge is just you move twice and take a strike.
No, I understand. I'm just saying my damage roll seemed a little.
No, it's just it's just for without a striking rune. It's just the D8. It's just the D8 plus your strength.
Okay. I've been rolling for somehow I've had 2, 4. Anyway, okay.
You got an action left.
I have an action left. I'm going to demoralize this horse-sized insect creature.
Sure, you can give that a try.
That is intimidation.
18. Was that against its will?
Yes.
That is just a success, I believe. Right? Is there? I can't remember in this game. Is there like a penalty for their intelligence? Because you have stare, right? You have intimidating stare, so you don't take the language penalty.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not going to worry about it right now. That is just a success, so I will apply the frightened 1 condition to the creature. All right, and if you want to hit that next turn button while I'm doing that. And Henris, it would be your turn.
All right. Can you bring up the map again? I seem to have accidentally crossed exit out.
There you go.
Thank you.
I shared it again. No problem.
So he is going to, let's see, measure. Yeah, okay, I'm in range. So I'm going to go ahead and fire my crossbow at the Mama and Krav.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you guys know what these are. I could just reveal their names. Boop.
Yeah. They're very well acquainted with them at this point. And roll, baby.
Yeah, baby.
roll.
Nice.
Yeah,
That'll
baby.
do.
Woo!
I'm talking about.
Look at this. I can't heat my. Okay, let's see. That's 2.
If you just roll your damage, it'll automatically roll the double damage.
Yeah. How do we roll for double damage again?
Just roll your damage like
Roll
normal.
twice?
No, just roll your damage. Yeah, and it'll automatically apply
it
the
times
critical
it.
effect.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, hey.
Yep.
Oh, that's a
So
chunky
there you go.
hit.
That is a big hit. This thing's looking
That was a
hurt, and
chunky
this
hit.
acidic blood is like falling around it. But you got 2 actions left, Henris. What do you want to do? Because you were knew you're going into combat, so it's fine if you had your crossbow loaded. But what would you like to do?
So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use a focus spell, and I'm going to activate my vibrant thorns.
All right, nice. You can do that, no problem. I know that'll matter if something bites you, and then you got 1 action left. What do you want to do? Do you want to reload?
I'm going to reload.
All right, perfect. If you just hit that next turn button, then.
Okay. Let's get the tracker back, and voila.
Yeah, keep in mind you can always drag that button onto your hotbar too, so you don't have to have the tracker open each time.
Oh. There we go. Thank you.
No
That
problem.
hotbar sure is handy.
All right. Oh, yeah. There we go. I messed up the initiative order, so you're fine. I accidentally dragged the chess piece off. Okay, so it says Ancrab's turn. So it seems pissed. You scared the shit out of it. You hit it, then another person hit it. So it's mad. It's going to thrash around a little, and it's going to turn around, and it's going to. Oh, what does it want to do here? Yeah, no, it's gonna turn around on the guy hitting it with a big sword. It's gonna try to hit old Mr. Reed here with its mandibles.
Reaction ray shield. Yep.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. 12 on the die. So
I have
I'm
plus
gonna
2.
hit you for 17 points of damage there. It's a big
Wow.
hit. Yeah, as acid starts eating into you and your shield. So what you got a hardness of 5, right? So you'll
Yes.
both take 12 points of damage. I'll adjust that on you. Correct me if I'm not wrong though. Does that put your shield past the breaking point? Because it's what,
I
PT
repaired
10?
it. I repaired it. Or
Okay, it's still it's not destroyed,
Oh.
but like, yeah, no, your shield's not destroyed. It's just because I
that's
believe
right.
your shield has 20 HP. It's just
Yes.
now it's essentially a broken item, so you can't use it again for that.
Okay,
But it did mitigate that damage, but it's not destroyed or anything.
That's 12. Okay.
Yeah. So your shield takes 12. I applied the 12 to you. I changed it from the 17. And
Great.
then this thing is going to, it's going to turn around. Let me make sure this works. Let me do some pointers here. Yep. It's going to hit all of you, including its child, in an acid cone. So it turns and it bites you. Seems to have a good effect. Turns around and targets Ticket, Henris, and Trindon, and its baby. Sorry, baby Yankov. With its, are they immune to acid? Does this matter? I don't think they are. Nope. So they get hit too.
That's
So
something
it's,
weird.
yeah. They don't. Well, it's the baby.
It's like
So they
a freaking xenomorph that can't handle its own blood.
Yeah, exactly. So it spits. It's going to have you. It'll automatically have you guys roll a reflex save here. So boop, boop, boop. You guys don't roll anything. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Let me get Robert untargeted there. It shouldn't have been towards you.
Nice.
Nope, you don't need to roll ticket. It automatically rolls it, and you succeeded.
Okay.
So unless you want to take the 1, if you want to take the crit failure, you just let me know.
I got the one out of my system, so we're good.
Yeah, Henris, would you like to use your hero point to try to reroll that save?
Sure.
Okay, go for it. Just roll me another reflex save.
All right, let me just bring that up really quick.
That's also on your combat page on your character sheet in the upper left side. There's also your saves there, so you can roll it from there too.
Yep, I have it. Reflex.
Cool.
Oh, like that was
Oof.
better.
Yeah.
Oof, that's unfortunately a crit failure. 10.
No.
So that's okay. So I'm gonna roll some damage here. So this is gonna be for so this is for Ticket and Trindon. You guys will take half of this, which I'll apply to you guys. Pretty high, so 7 each. So I'll get that applied to you all. So Ticket and Trindon, you guys get covered in this acid. The nymph is going to take 14. They're going to take full. And Henris, you okay, well, I guess this is coming out right now because that's exactly your HP. Trindon is double that.
Oh, shit. Here we go, baby.
So you guys see this all happen. You guys get
go.
covered in this acid, and it's burning, and it's awful. But then, what's your your level 2, and then your wisdom is +4, right? Yep. Okay. So you see Henris here gets covered in this acid, and it's brutal. Like you guys all managed, Trindon and Ticket, you guys managed to kind of dip and dodge out of the way. This nymph does not, and Henris takes a full fucking force in the face, and you're like, shit, he's dead again.
Henris, not again.
But as that happens, you see him kind of look up. And you probably can't see this from where you are, Bear, but if you did, you would recognize it from before. There's this green, this almost iridescent green that his irises have changed from. And probably this kind of almost like primal, like that emits from Henris. And we'll get back to that when it's his turn, because that's the end of that creature's turn. Trindon, it is your turn.
Okay. Trindon is gonna fling some fire at the mama and crab.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll do.
And he does 2 points of damage.
It's all right.
And then he'll cast shield on himself.
Okay, good move. I gotta look at something real quick. Once per hour. Jesus Christ. Well, that's cool. Oh, that's a strong ability, so that makes sense. All right, if you want to hit that next actor button there, Trindon. Perfect, thank you. It's the nymph's turn, the one that was trying to engage Ticket, and it's going to try to do that. So it's going to burst out of its little hole, and it's going to try to take a bite at Ticket with its mandibles. It's going to roll a 2, so it's not going to hit. It's going to try it one more time. It's going to roll a 20 that time. So
Neat.
there's that. 15 points of damage, and then it's going to retreat down into its hole, and that is its turn. Ticket, it is your turn.
Okay.
Jesus, 20. God damn. This thing is gone, as far as you can tell. The little one, at least, is gone. It's not harrying you anymore.
I'm gonna try. Is there literally anything I can use as cover?
There's like the dirt mounds. There's like the dirt mounds that are around the holes. Let's say you could try to get behind one of those for cover.
Well, I meant for the purposes of like vanishing from sight.
Yeah, you could try to hide behind one of those. Ticket's small.
All right, then that's what's happening. I'm going towards the dirt mound and I'm trying to disappear.
Sure. Yeah, roll me a stealth check. It's like right over like here. So you could just kind of get on like this side of Henris and try to do that. Yeah, you think you did a pretty good job. This thing seems to have its attention elsewhere, to be honest. Like it seems more focused on like this acid spray was almost an afterthought. You have a action left.
So while he's in the process of scampering behind the dirt mound, I'm going to use my last action to throw some glass around the hole.
Sure, yeah. Where the little one was coming out from?
Yep.
Perfect. And these things don't have boots, so you think it'll probably be fairly effective. So no problem. I'll think about that. I'll keep that in mind for if they come back. If you want to hit that next actor button. All right, this creature is going to see what's going on. I'm going to roll for it because it's a dumb monster. Yeah, this thing's scared as shit. You see this thing kind of run towards one of these holes and disappear down it. You think that may be a problem for later, but for now, it's not your problem. Robert, it's back to you. This creature in front of you looks like it's fairly fucked up already. What do you want to do?
I'm going to do a combat assessment strike.
Sure.
Targeted, and I'm sorry, I rolled that twice.
Yeah, no, you have yourself targeted. Is what it is. I have untargeted you. Oh no, I've now retargeted you. There we go. Now you're untargeted. So yeah, it's a hit regardless. Not a crit either way. So go ahead and roll damage. And then what is it? You would do a nature. Let me make sure. Nature check. Yep.
Check. Okay.
Yeah, normally you want to do that in the tower, but that's fine in this case. Yeah, you're good. What do you? Anything in particular you want to know about it?
Special ability. I mean, I kind of got
acid spray. Its acid spray was its biggest nasty thing, and you think it's used it. Like it can only do that once per hour, so it's been burned up. The other thing I'll give you its lowest save is will, is what it is. It's got a pretty beefy fortitude, but it's got a relatively low will save. But yeah, so you have 2 actions left, and this thing is like leaking acidic blood everywhere. It looks like it is not long for this world.
You know what? I'm gonna do one more attack, and then I'm gonna step away. So 6, and yeah, baby.
That'll hit.
Nice.
We're gonna do this.
It is barely clinging on. It looks like it's like swaying in place. It's like acid leaking from all over its body. It looks like it's barely got nothing. It's barely still keeping up.
Okay, and I'm gonna step. Actually, I'm gonna step. Can I step here?
You know, step back one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. We'll actually get these guys off the map. Yep. And Henris, it is your turn. So you have a loaded crossbow in your hand. I'll let you play this out. What do you think the Henris, not Henris, would be doing here? Like what do you think? You see a weakened, nearly dead foe in front of you.
put away the crossbow. I drop it on the floor. I take out the machete. And I shall charge the Ankrav
Yeah, so you want to get like right there?
right up in its fucking face. I will swing my machete right in its maw. Oh shit, okay, I do have it. So I shall slash at it. Shit.
This
This is
vessel is chosen
embarrassing.
poorly. No.
Should have chosen
Yeah.
a better vessel. This is a mistake.
But you do have a action left.
Fuck it, swing again.
You can always get a 20.
Actually, no. Oh, I shall just cast day. Oh wait, have one action
Days
left.
is 2 action. Yeah, you got 1 action.
Damn it.
Guidance.
Um,
Guidance is 1.
I don't have guidance. I only have that's all on my prepared cantrips. So fuck it. I will. I'll use the mace. Oh wait, no, I don't.
Yeah, you don't have the actions to pull that out. Yeah.
Fuck.
You could
Fuck it,
cast
slash
you cast a first level heal. Okay, yeah, sure, go for it.
Actually, no. First level heal. First level heal on myself.
There you go.
Shit. I was about to do something stupid. So do that, and I'll target myself.
And you now have the your thorns are powered up.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are kicking.
Actually,
Get you
that's sort of the
untargeted from the
plan.
Ancrav. Because you got them both. There you go. I show you have you targeted, so I'll let you get that applied while this creature is going to take its turn. Oh, what's it going to do here? I'm going to roll a. This thing's dumb, but not that dumb. All right, we'll
There
save
we
for
go.
it. There we go. There you go. Nice. Yeah, this creature fucking burrows into the ground, into one of these holes, like immediately starts taking off, and this tunnel's kind of collapsing behind it. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. I don't think you all are going to see it, but I will still let you take your turns. Trending to you, it looks like the battlefield has now been cleared.
Okay. Is there any way I could use like telekinetic projectile after this thing, or is it like gone?
Just to give you some meta knowledge here, it's got 20 feet of burrow speed. It used 3 actions. It is 60 feet underground.
Oh, okay. So it's gone.
Oh, it is deep.
Or at least 60 feet away from you. You don't know if it went
Sure.
60 feet down or what, but yeah.
Trendon will look
diagonally.
around, see that they're gone, and he'll pull out one of the healing potions that he bought, throw it to Ticket, and be like, "Here, drink this. You look like you're hurt." And then he will cast Shield on himself, and I guess that'll be his turn because he doesn't see anything.
Yeah, and I mean, in this case, it seems to be kind of. I'll let you all. You guys seem to be out of combat. It seems like this creature has fled, and you would assume you've probably at least taken care of the problem for the time being.
Well, these won't be back for a while.
And Henris just buckles and goes on his knees, and he's like panting heavily, like, holy, sweet, oh,
I'm gonna move
good,
over.
sweet axis above. Did we win?
You okay,
Sure.
Henris?
Oh my god, I think so. I blacked out there for like a brief minute. We get her?
And the man is speaking.
Why do I have a
sure.
machete in my hand?
I don't know. You pulled it out. You tell us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think so. That's all right. All right. I think I'm getting what's going on here.
All right, I got 3 health back.
Do you stab? I was like, do you stab Henris? What is that? So here's what I'll say for that. You can use that if you want. You guys also know you're out of combat now. You guys could head back to town. The clerics could kind of patch you guys up as well.
Before
You don't
we
want to burn your
do,
potions up right here and
I want to
now.
try something, if I can. I don't know if this will work.
All right, well,
but
I'll give Trendon his potion back then.
Oh, okay.
let me see the duration. Yeah, I guess it could work for now as a temporary fix. So, I want to try something a little unorthodox. I want to cast alarm around the. What's a 20-foot burst? Never mind. Forget it. My plan was to do a wards, do an alarm spell around the affected area, as kind of like to create like a perimeter. But this is clearly more than 20 feet, so forget it.
We have the big hole, though. Like, kind of below me where the creature was.
What
There
was
was a big
left?
hole.
Oh yeah, well, what makes you think it's going to poke out of the same hole twice? It's all we learned. Oh, don't come out here. There's danger. It's an animal, and animals may be stupid.
Well, with
but
that
they're
being
not
said,
dumb.
you think it is an animal, and it's kind of it's not going to stick its nose where it gets hurt. So
They're ain't
again,
smart, but
you
they
think
ain't
this
dumb
may
either.
have been solved. Yeah, you think you've probably taken care of this for the time being. You can definitely, and they'll definitely the town has a watch. They're going to be on guard for this. They just didn't expect this. This was a totally, unexpected event that happened at first to some degree. They knew it existed, but what I do want to say though is, and I'm going to say this for Ticket, as you were kind of, I don't know if you're picking up your glass or just, leaving it there. I don't know if Ticket follows the camping rule, pack it in, pack it out. But as you're
It's a Geneva
digging,
Convention,
as you're,
violation.
yeah.
Leaving live munitions all over the place.
Live munitions. You find a small item buried under in this hole, and it's actually a little pendant, which is in the shape of a little bronze bullhead. I've already dropped it in the character party sheet, but I'll just tell you what it is. Basically, this is something any of you guys can do. I imagine Robert is probably going to be the person to use this, but it's a consumable talisman. You affix it to your armor. Its activation is an envision, so there's no actual actions used. And you attempt an athletics check to shove, but you haven't rolled yet. Requirements are you're trained in athletics. This pendant is forged from greeny steel and depicts a bull's snorting face. The pendant must be attached to the chest area or a shoulder guard. When you activate the pendant, you gain a +2 status bonus to an athletics check to shove. And if you roll a critical failure, you instead get a regular failure. So that was just something neat that you find buried in this field.
Hey, shield guy. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I'm Hero Bear, Ticket. What's up?
Yeah, he has a name.
No, I know what his name is. I don't see him anymore because he's covered in acid.
He's the only one who isn't, actually. You guys are all covered in acid.
Yeah, his shield got most of it.
I am surprised.
His shield did, actually, yeah.
So
yeah.
Ticket with various scorch marks all over his armor and his ears. He's gonna waddle up to Robert and he's gonna be like, I don't know what this is, but you can probably use it more than I can. I don't usually wear jewelry, so here you go.
I don't usually wear jewelry, he says, wearing a bangle.
Well, I don't wear my jewelry.
All right, sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, this is a The Ant Crab is an interesting creature. It's one of the only ones I've seen. I've read through all three of the bestiaries like a fair amount, and like, but it has specifically armor rending attack, which I don't love. It was something I didn't love from 1E, but yeah, it very specifically does. Where if I wanted to instead, I could have made that mandible strike just against Robert's armor, and I'm just like, I don't like that. I don't know, but anyways, it's just not. I don't like targeting items. Like it just sucks. You know, it just sucks all around for everybody. Like then you gotta sit down and be like, oh shit, let me figure out what my thing is now, and like it's not fun, you know. It's just,
how much HP does leather have? I forgot.
No, exactly. Like that's it. It's very funny to me that it's like the one creature that has that. Like there's hardly any others that do.
That's such a relic of like times past, you know, from like.
And that's what it is. It very much feels like it's just a holdover.
It's
you know?
fun as a player to do it to enemies.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's fine, but it's one of those things like I don't tend to use, you know, like paralyze and stuff because it's just like which luckily they have fixed it.
A Grumbar player would be like, ooh, yeah, I remember this from first edition with Thaco or something.
Question about this hole.
Thaco. Yeah.
So you said it kind of caved back in on itself, but do I have the capability of getting into it?
You could probably dig through it. I mean, I don't think do Yosoki have or rat folk have an inherent dig like burrow speed?
All rat does.
He's got his quick squeeze or whatever. He could.
Yeah, well you could.
Speed. Hang on.
Yeah, you could. You think it might be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Did you all ever remember what happened with the soldiers that tried to go into the Viet Cong tunnels?
Yeah.
Not good.
I think it worked out well. USA #1 victory. I don't see a problem. But I've seen the Deer Hunter. It worked out fine for them.
I'm not actually going into it. I was just curious.
Now, what's that?
Yeah. You think you could, like, you think you could, like, you could, this dirt is loose is what I'll say. Like, it's, you know, it's, I don't know, it's like trimmers, you know, it's like, imagine these as you know, the, what the hell are they called in Starship Troopers?
Graboids.
Yeah. Graboids, yeah, but I'm thinking that whatever the Starship Troopers aliens are called, I'm blanking on them, but,
bugs!
Clendathu. Yeah, just bugs, yeah, Clendathu.
Oh, a dead bug is a dead bug.
Did they just... I'm thinking of the novel, but anyway, yeah, but
I never read it, so I only saw the movie.
It's a weird. I love the movie. It's an incredible movie. Paul Verhoeven, greatest.
It gets better every year.
But
more
right, it really does. Unfortunately,
more relevant every year. What the hell?
Unfortunately, all of his movies do. Unfortunately, I'm like RoboCop. I'm like, okay. I just watched. I just watched all of the.
It's like, oh wow, his. Well, RoboCop's still relevant.
Apparently, they're just called arachnids, like warriors and arachnids.
There you go. It's arachnids. Yeah, arachnids. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, it's arachnids. That's what I was trying to think of. That's very much how I imagine these guys. But yeah, they it's loose dirt though. Like the Zerglings. You could try to pursue it, but you think it wouldn't be worth it. It'd be too dangerous to pursue.
Gonna like slightly dig into the hole a little bit, and he's gonna come back out, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, that thing's long gone. It ain't coming back."
At home.
Well, we got rid of the problem.
That's a real deep
That's
hole.
it.
You guys did it.
Solved forever. Solved for good.
Yeah, problem solved forever. Let's not worry about that. There's a level 8 higher aircraft that I want to maybe put in later in the campaign. But you guys head back, and as you head back, acid burns and all, you feel an invigoration, and you think when you sleep upon this evening, you all are going to be level 3.
Oh, is this like Morrowind? Yeah. Where I'm going to get a soliloquy when I wake up?
It's like Oblivion. There's going to be a note saying "We know." There's just a
I was about to say it's got a little Ankrev like
shit, they found
on
me.
it.
Yeah, it's Ankrev acid. It's just a fucking bowl of acid.
Cartel runs this.
Yeah.
Cartel runs this turf. Oxy.
Talmadorans, go home. You're not welcome here. But yeah, so yeah, you guys are going to be level 3. Awesome. I'm bumping you guys up a little here because I I will say these. This was a level 3 creature. The Ankrev nymphs are a level 0 creature. Level 0.5 is what I will say. And I think you could have taken it. The Ankrev only had a couple HP left. I think you could have. But I don't want to beat you guys down every session. I want you guys to have a chance here, and where we're going in the campaign. I want you guys to have a chance. So I think level 3 is it's a little early compared to what the book, even the conversion that I've kind of roughly done it says it should do, but I think it makes more sense. This is it can be a punishing adventure path, and I like these characters. I don't want to kill them.
It's Pathfinder. They're all punishing.
It's Pathfinder, exactly. Especially one, man. God Almighty. But
meat grinders for days.
it definitely can be. So I think at this point, I think level 3 makes sense. I like this. I think it's a thematic kind of thing. You guys have returned to the colony. Things are getting settled. Does anybody get level 3 is normally kind of a more, I don't want to say pedestrian, but it's kind of just more kind of general of the road. You guys just get, bumps up and stuff like that, and your abilities and stuff like that. There's nothing too crazy. Level 5 is really the first big one because you get your ability score increases and stuff like that. But does anybody get anything cool at level 3? I think as
I got second level spell slot.
I think you do. Yeah, you do. And I believe Ticket gets approximately 45 more skill points as a rogue.
Practically.
I get a lot.
Yeah, they get so fucking many. It's insane. I played a rogue for like a little mini campaign, and like I was just like, gee, I don't know what to do with all these skill points. I can't hold them all. What do I do with all these? I don't know what to put them in.
Oh, and I'm an expert in Aslanti lore now.
Hell yeah. That's okay. That's very cool.
Toughness and bravery.
Yeah.
Oh, toughness is great. Bravery is cool. Bravery is the one that lets you drop your fear level, right?
Yeah, by 1. Anytime you get feared, you reduce it by 1.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I am now an expert in perception.
Yeah.
You guys all get a nice HP bump as well.
Yeah. And I think I also get a boost in my spell slots as well.
Yeah, I think you might get 3rd level as well.
So you said that we can, we could do some respecs at level 3, and then afterward we have to do sessions.
Retrade. That would be it. Yeah. So this would be the cutoff. So if you guys want to do something before next week, if you guys want to change some stuff around, respec some stuff, take different feats, stuff like that, just please feel free. Just let me know. And we'll figure it out, stuff like that. But then after this, it would require actual retraining, which can take anywhere from a week to a month, depending on the downtime you have available.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Excuse me. I'll really quick. I think I'm just going to replace my approximate cantrip because that is never going to be used.
No, it's one of those where like when it does, it'd be great, but it is one of those where it's just like.
All right, then
we can manually do this. Yeah,
Yeah, you guys can count some coins if you need to.
Yeah.
Stabilize Forbidding Ward. No, those are really good.
Stabilize.
Yeah, you know what? I'll
Stabilize
switch out Prestidigitation for Stabilize because
that's a good choice.
Yeah. Prestidigitation's fun, but I want everyone to live. That would be more fun. Sound like a freaking parent. Yeah, your toy is fun, but you know what's more fun? Saving your money for something
not running
better.
into traffic.
Okay, Dad.
I think there's also like a staff where you can get approximate, so that's something we could where we got more money, you can just
you could get a wand and stuff like that.
Yeah, a wand.
There you go.
Yeah, I would pick like good shit, and then we could just get wands, we can get staves, we can.
Yeah, you can. And actually, that's something I did want to bring up too, specifically in this case for Trendon. Don't forget, you found that spell book. So that is something to keep in mind as well. Is if you want to learn any of those spells, there is. It's not a it's not a gimme. It is something where you have to roll an Arcana check, but it's not incredibly hard. It's essentially I have the little DC table here. If it's a first level or a cantrip, it costs you 2 gold and it's a DC 15. Second level is 6 gold, it's a DC 18. Third level 16 gold, DC 20, et cetera, et cetera. So, but you also do have to still be able to cast that spell of that level. But just keep in mind, it's in your inventory. That's something to keep in mind because some of those spells will be useful as the campaign progresses. It's not like you've had a chance to do that up until this point. So
sure, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that's just something to keep in mind.
Okay.
As well as, let's see here, there was something I was wanting to look at for ticket.
I'm going to remove days as well, and replace that with Divine Lance. That will do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Divine Lance.
There we go.
Yeah, if you, I will just say my experience with Divine Lance has not been extremely positive. I played a cleric for a little while, and it can be a very situational spell. But yeah, I also know the Divine spell list is not incredibly.
It's not a damager.
Expensive.
It's not a
Yeah.
damager list.
Yeah.
Come on, it's either that or Ghost Touch, which is really good.
When it's good. Yeah.
But it works great.
That's why like needle darts.
I have found.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I have found that Chill Touch. At least I don't know. I don't know about Pathfinder, but I have found that in at least 5th edition and especially Baldur's Gate, Chill Touch has come into clutch for me several times. But
yeah, it's a little different in this one too, though. It doesn't.
I was about to say
it,
we're not playing 5th edition.
Doesn't it negate healing in 5th edition or something, if I recall correctly, at least for the first round or something. Yeah, and this one I think it's just 2d4 on a living target, and if it's a undead target, an undead target is just flat-footed.
It's like only on like a critical failure.
Yeah, exactly. And some
stuff hits.
And to even give you guys a little, what you've encountered so far have been primarily natural creatures, I guess is the best way to put it. Living creatures. You haven't encountered a whole lot of undead, and not that you possibly can't in the future of the campaign, but so far you haven't. This is not a super undead themed campaign, so that is just most things you're going to encounter are going to be kind of normal living beings.
And that's why I'm really looking forward, because like you're talking about Divine Lance, that's why I'm really looking forward to Rage of Elements, because the needle darts is like that's a fantastic damage cantrip. It works for every tradition,
It's in all four traditions. Yeah. I haven't done a whole lot of reading or assessment on it. I'll be honest. I find the Pathfinder 2e subreddit like incredibly annoying. Like there are just so many people on there who are just so like doom criers that I've like removed myself from it entirely. Like it drops tomorrow. I'll probably check it out when it drops. Like,
damn, tomorrow's just a big day for RPG fans, isn't it?
Oh, is that when Baldur's Gate 3 like officially drops too?
Baldur's Gate
I'm doing the rest of my work tonight. Worldwide,
and for me, it will be at 8:00 in the morning. So I get all fucking day to play it. It's awesome.
Hell yeah!
And then, let's see, and also the remake and the freaking the elemental, the Planes of Power, whatever it's called. That one's coming out with like a whole redesign of the Pathfinder thing, so they can make themselves legally even more distinct, which is great. I kind of like some of the new names. I'm not gonna lie.
I think some
Creation's
of them are pretty
Forge. Creation's Forge. That's rad. The Nether Realm. Fuck yes, let's go. That's metal as hell. Like a lot of them are just hella good. It's like you can't. And they're adding like metal and wood. So now we got the whole Eastern. We're going like whole Eastern alchemy on that, so that's pretty rad.
So I have a question. If you're using fleeing diversion, does that give you the ability to essentially hide while you're in combat if it succeeds?
Let me look at it.
Because it says you are quick to capitalize on your distractions. If you critically succeed at your created distraction against the majority of the creatures whose attention you're trying to divert, you can use your reaction to immediately hide, sneak, or step.
Let's see. So you quick. I'm just reading it right now. It's from a book I don't have, but it's fairly basic enough. I don't really have an issue using it. So create distraction. So yeah, you can do the create distraction ability, and then you can use your reaction to immediately hide, sneak, or step as normal. You're only hidden to creatures against which you'd succeed on the created diversion, even if you manage to hide or sneak away. So yeah, you can move as long as it's just with a step or doing the hide or the sneak action, but it would be a straight up like move action or anything like that. And it's still only against the creature that you succeed against. So would it, say there's a group of 4, it would only be against the one that you create a distraction against. So I believe create a distraction, at least at its baseline, is just against one creature.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I get a bonus feats. That's great. General feats. Weapons proficiency. Here I come. Now I could finally use the machete if time need be. So let me get onto that. Let's see, where's my feats, skills, combat, main.
Feats are under abilities, I believe.
Ooh, actually, lengthy diversion might be good.
Yeah, lengthy diversion is good. I like that one a lot.
Okay. Well, I have everything that I want, and I'll send you a PDF.
Yeah, no sweat. And again, if you guys, during the interim, between this week and next, if you think of anything you want to buy, if you think of anything you want to change out in your characters, just please feel free to let me know. Because again, no problems after level 3, though. You'll have to start actually training, but it's still something you can do. I just noticed this little shit picture I have as the background now has the Union Jack on it. All right. But, just noticed that. Yeah, so again, no issues at all in that case. I like that. I like the verisimilitude. And then, of course, you guys can always retrain. It's nothing too insane to retrain. It's just at that point it'll start, having a game, effect on it. But level 3, I know, again, most of you guys are relatively new to Pathfinder 2e for the most part. I've again been playing it for a hot minute, but I do like it and I like what it provides. But I felt like a good session. It felt like a good session. Liked it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good overall building and stuff like that. But I am gonna hop off, fellas. I am beat. I'll leave this up for another little while longer, the fantasy ground session, if anybody needs to change anything around. But fun time, guys. I will talk to you all next week, okay?
Yeah, have a good time.
All right. Thanks, man. Have a good night.
See you guys.
Have a good
All right.
night. I'm gonna hop off too.
Have a good night, everybody.
Awesome. Off or